Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Africa is Next podcast. Yes, we are here with the awesome threesome, the originators.
The original
That's
three.
always going to be a fun story to tell when we have to tell it, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Long ago in the
I
distant
feel like before we
what did
start
you say,
telling
Gab?
that story, it would have to be a me and Tebello story first. Then it's gonna be you.
Yeah, basically it's good. Yeah,
I
long
gave the
ago
name, though.
in an
No,
interview
no,
with
sure,
you.
for the podcast for sure. But I mean is before we had the name, you remember like he and I were porting a bit. I think like we did 2 episodes or something. Then you came up with the name on the third episode, I think. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're here with the awesome threesome. We are here to talk about some Justice League. Yeah, blast from the past. Oh, but before we get into that, I just want to introduce
the
my
nostalgia
two
games.
compadres. I'm going to start with the Golden Dragon on KC Media, Mr. Terlokala. So Mr. Tevelokala has two podcasts. We have got the Nerdgasm and we've got the Geek Spot. A Geek Spot is coming soon. So what is the Geek Spot? A Geek Spot is where we interview a bunch of creatives or we interview a bunch of people who are in the creative space or just people who are nerds in general who might be a lawyer on the side or something like that. Lots of fun people to talk to, lots of fun things out there. It's always a good time. And then the Nerdgasm podcast, like, it's kind of like if anything that you don't see covered here on Africa's Next, like anime-wise or even sometimes cartoon-wise, we usually cover over there on the Nerdgasm podcast. So if you love Africa's Next, you're also going to love Nerdgasm. Make sure you're subscribed to KC Media. Link in the description down below. Then we've got the actual owner of the channel, Mr. Kim Mataboche of, Mr. Extraordinary Things, Mr. Extraordinary Shoes, Mr. Extraordinary Chicken, the whole bit. So yeah, what you're watching right now is Africa's Next podcast. This is a podcast where we break down cartoons, we break down anime, we break down all sorts of fun things like that. And then he's also got another podcast called African Frame, where he breaks down films, where we do Cinema Soda, where that looks at the films of the month. Then we've got an episode loading soon. Sometimes we just do film discussions, and we do stuff like 7 Up, where we look at a franchise and have 7 movies and or up or whatever, and etc. And then also movie commentaries here and there. That's so if you love film, check out African Frame. And then me, I'm Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reacts. Those are my 2 YouTube channels. Recast T'Challa campaign. Black Panther versus the Super Skull animation is loading. Black Panther versus Kang on Webtoons is out. It's also going to be featuring it on a spot called Let's Ink About It on the KC Media podcast as well. So keep an eye out for that. And let's do this. Let's talk about some Justice League.
Also, I know the disclaimer, but another disclaimer, we are eating.
Yeah, some of us only are having dinner now, Joe.
Yeah, we are eating today. Usually you have been commenting, who's that one eating in the corner? Zuko's not here, we're eating on his behalf. So yeah, we are eating today. If you're gonna have a problem about it, hey, look at the bright side. At least you're not saying racially offensive things on live television or on a live podcast.
All right.
That's all I can say.
I love somebody says this is offensive to the non-eating community.
So this show basically is one of the most hailed shows in DC history. It is from a huge franchise that was created by Paul Dini, Alan Burnett, and a few others. And
Bruce Timm, we gotta give Tim his credit, even though sometimes he be wilding.
Yeah, I mentioned Bruce.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I didn't hear.
So this basically has 2 seasons, and the next 2 seasons are called Justice League Unlimited, right? But other people call it Justice League / Justice League Unlimited. Anyway, the first 26 episodes came out from November 2001 to November 2000 and May 2004. So this took about 4 years, basically. It ran for about 4 years. And it's, like I said, it's one of the best Justice League properties ever, in my opinion. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that we're probably going to be breaking down that we're not happy with because now we're older, we're not so easily impressionable. We understand certain
Yeah.
things than we did before.
No,
The
I had some
nostalgia
of these
glasses
questions
are
when I
off.
watched it the first time around, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really? How old were you when you watched it? Because I was in high school. I was like,
Oh,
I
I was
don't
in high school. I was. You guys don't understand. I've had long-standing problems with Superman.
mm.
But I think it's tied to the fact that I tried to stop a car as a 5-year-old because I saw Superman do it and then I got hit and my leg broke.
Did
So
you
I
end
think
up, so you ended up in
always,
hospital?
yeah, twice.
Hectic.
And I think I've always tied that back to Superman. I was like, you motherfucker.
Oh, so you're the real Lex, Mos. So, yeah, this basically this whole franchise started with Batman the animated series. Then there was Superman the animated series. Then there's this, the Static Shock, the Zeta Project, Batman movies like Mask of the Phantasm. There's also Batman Beyond that also had Return of the Joker. So yeah, it's quite a huge franchise, and a lot of people are like, this is so great. I personally wish that this should have been like the live action version of what we got. If I could swap between the two, I wish this would have been the actual DCU that we got instead of the DCE.
True. I mean, there's some things. I mean, I love how these two episodes. Well, I mean, we're only covering two because we're gonna cover. I don't know. I got through three. I got through
Okay, let's
some
do
of three,
three.
but
Let's do three because I think the
Let's
other
include
books
three because
yeah,
it wraps up the whole first story arc.
yeah.
yeah, essentially. But I'm saying I love how these episodes remind you that Batman was the steering for a very long time.
100%, 100%. Bro, he's the okay, let's get into it. So it's a three-parter. It's called Secret Origins. And so basically it's an alien invasion story, and it also introduces us to the League, because we haven't seen them before. As a team, there are some characters that we see for the first time, but in universe, they already know each other. The Flash was already introduced in Superman the animated series, but
Yeah, because they
Hawkgirl,
did a
Wonder
race.
Woman, and John Stewart, the Green Lantern, we had not seen them yet in this entire
Mm.
franchise. We're seeing
Also, Batman, they did a crossover, didn't they?
who?
Batman crossed over quite a bit, but he
Mm.
didn't have a crossover in his own series. I don't think outside of Superman.
But there was an episode where the Joker was in
No, there was a
Metropolis.
Zatanna episode, I think, and there were some few characters,
They had been.
in the Batman
Uh,
animated series.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so how does this episode start again? Sorry, I'm on episode 22.
All right, so this
Episode,
one, this one starts with
Astronauts,
some
no?
astronauts are in space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
I like
chipping
Power
in some
Rangers.
rocks or whatever.
Yeah.
man, that's exactly wow.
Yeah,
What
Yeah, that was the
dimensional
Power
cross is
Rangers.
this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Ah.
that's exactly how Day of
so
the
so oh
Dumpster.
so
That's exactly how Day of
oh
the
my god!
Dumpster
So
starts.
some nigga open some nigga open a can lid and the aliens are like ah.
After 10,000 years,
Just
I'm free. Time to conquer Earth.
scan, make a fist.
And they're,
No,
they're
you
screaming
dumbass.
like Kendrick Lamar in that one song. Ah.
Somebody just hit the thing. I just got me going like, this could be ice. Does it look like ice? Does it behave like ice? You've seen ice your entire life and you decided to hit it.
No, I mean, like sometimes these scientists, man, it's like remember Fan Four Stick, and they're
Yeah.
supposed to be like, super smart scientists, and then they go
Yes.
touch a random substance they have no data for or whatever.
Mm.
I'm like, bro, that could have, I don't know, bro, that could have transformed your whole suit, or that could
Could have
have
been
snatched all the oxygen
cyanide,
out of your body or something.
It
you
reminds
know?
me of the time Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan land on Namek. And Bulma says, guys, before you step out, I need to check the atmosphere. I need to check if there's toxic gas.
Dragon Ball Z.
Chief, Krillin and Gohan are already outside, dog. Bulma's like, oh my God, like these two.
Man, when that happened, he just thought, oh my God, Goku multiplied.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
she was used to Goku's stupidity.
Exactly.
And because they've also traveled with Krillin, she was expecting Krillin
Krillin
to be
has no
faster.
excuse, but Gohan
Exactly.
was 5.
But
Well, he doesn't have a
Gohan is
nose.
the one that broke like Gohan, I knew you. I helped mark your exams. I know you're smarter than this. Child. What the hell?
What the hell? Piccolo trains you for 1 year and then you become dumber? And he's one of the smartest characters there. But anyway.
Well, Piccolo knocked brain cells loose, bro.
How did those Saiyans kick you?
Anyway,
Forget the Saiyans. What's this? Piccolo was
That
giving that kid knuckle sandwiches.
that
God!
backhand that backhand you got from Nappa must have reset his intelligence stats. Like what the?
so
But anyway, yeah, these
Mhm.
scientists are cracking at this thing, and I don't know if the African genes in that black dude kicked in, but did he not run his ass off
Yeah, he was like, no, I'm
in
not getting
space?
in. He was like, I'm not getting involved in this.
Bitch, I'm out.
No, he was also looking at this bro like, why are you just hitting this thing? Like,
Hey,
take a chip off of it. Don't take the whole thing off of it if you need to. Like, have a dissection tool or something.
Yeah. So
Ah,
so basically the ground opens up and then the guy falls in, right?
yeah, he falls in, and then basically he tries to get out, and he discovers an alien spaceship, and then there's some light,
yes.
and then we cut to Batman.
Yeah, so
Then at the
which
intro,
was a weird continuity thing. I'll explain why. So it's a research facility, I believe, which is situated in Gotham, and it's a Wayne Corp research facility, I think, something like that. Which means it's in Metropolis because it says Metropolis South or something. I don't remember. And he goes there, but then later, Superman says, I need to go to Metropolis. And I'm like, aren't you in Metropolis?
Maybe the CBD chief. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it means. Because like some people when they're in Soweto, they're like, I'm going to Joburg. You're like, but so you mean the CBD? Okay, fine. I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, but here's the okay. Anyway, so Batman is observing these scientists, which I'm just like, I don't know if you needed to be there, Batman. Like, it's your company, dog. Like, you probably have the
security
thing bugged
cameras.
anyway.
Yeah, you could have just been there as Bruce Wayne. Why are you there as
No,
Batman?
no. I understand why he was there as Batman. I'm wondering why he's creeping in the shadows. I thought he'd be watching it from the Batcave.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Immediate,
look, if he's
that
Bruce
was,
Wayne and he walks in there and he's like, "Hey, employees," and yada yada, and they have to pretend, and then the aliens understand the jig is up, they're gonna start two-piecing him up anyway, and he doesn't have his Batman gear on. I just don't know why. Like, okay, the episode needed to happen, but sharp. Anyway,
shout out to
Batman
the
is skulking in
aliens
the
who
shadows.
immediately go into the alien language the moment.
Hey, dog.
This guy wasn't even down the stairs.
Like,
Dude,
he could have turned around and he'd be like, "Hey, man, I forgot a pencil." What?
Yeah?
what are y'all saying to each other?
Are you speaking in tongues?
No. Now there's a hole in the wall because you grabbed it with your hand, and I'm like, I forgot, like, to sign out of my Gmail account. What the hell is happening here?
Anyway, yeah, so he sees the shape shifting. He observes super strength as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And then after that, oh, sorry, develop. Yeah.
No, he wasn't saying
No.
anything. Please continue.
Oh. After he does that, then he like skulks around some more. Then they're on the roof doing something, and Batman is like, that installation is illegal. I was like, Batman had one-liners.
Yeah, I think they were stealing a piece of tech because I think they wanted it for their own reason.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, I'm not used to Batman having like one-liners, but
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy, man, R.I.P. His delivery is so great that it
And
sounds like
never-
Batman saying a joke. It sounds like Batman saying a joke, but he's not actually saying a joke. Like, Batman matter-of-factly means that this is an illegal installation, but to you, you're like, hey, Batman, you got jokes?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's the ultimate straight man. And Kevin
Yes.
Conroy, wow.
Tebello, I know
Okay,
what
I
you,
know,
yeah, we get it,
Tebello,
Tebello.
I know,
We get
I
it,
Continue.
know,
we get
I
it,
know.
we get it,
Continue.
we
I
get
didn't
it.
say. You know what? I love
A
my
poor
friends.
choice of words from
They
Buckmeister.
already know what I'm thinking.
We
I'm
get
so
it.
thankful.
A
I'm so
Okay,
poor
grateful for
choice
yes.
you
of
guys.
words.
You know exactly what's going on in my depraved mind. It's like,
A poor
Spoiler
choice of
alert,
words.
Kevin Conroy was gay. There you go.
don't tell them. Let them guess.
It's late. It's
So
late.
yeah, there's a tussle. Obviously he's outnumbered. Then in comes Superman, who is completely useless here, by the way, because
No, these 3 episodes, bro. Why did they nerf him so? That's the thing that annoys me with Superman. I always get annoyed with. I'm like, bro. Even if you had headaches, like Superman from his bedside could have destroyed those 3 aliens.
For the
Like
plot.
he's in a hospital on an IV drip. He can just look at them and laser them in their joints, and it's
oh,
game
but
over.
even if it's for the plot, ne, I get that. But do you guys remember what happened in this scene? Dude comes there,
Gets a headache.
gets a headache,
Down.
falls down. He
And
didn't
down.
do
Down.
anything. And then
Batman had to save him.
the area explodes wherever they were. There's an explosion. They both go down. Batman saves him. And sometimes I even wonder how Superman's anatomy works because is Batman, are you okay? Are you so strong? Are you not strong enough for okay, let me put it like this. Are you not too heavy when you're knocked out? But when for instance we're watching Justice League, Doom and Ace is fighting you from the Royal Flush gang, like he breaks into pieces because he's trying to beat you and your body is strong, like it you're invulnerable, like bullets don't do anything to you, but Batman can carry you and he has no powers. Like
Kryptonian
what?
anatomy. Kryptonian anatomy is freaky. Let's not go into the biology of this.
No,
That
you know, it's
hotness.
it's OS systems, dog. When Superman's awake, his invulnerability is on. If he's sleeping, it's down.
Clearly. Anyway, Batman picks him
No,
up.
and then I love how Superman is like, here's the thing. What's this? Here's a watch or whatever to call me whenever you need help. And I'm like, you didn't
You
help.
didn't help. Like you didn't do anything.
I did everything. I had to
But
carry you.
to make it worse, Batman said, okay, we need to go and investigate what's going on. And Superman is like, I'd like to help, but I have something in Metropolis. My G,
Like
why were you here?
to the city.
No, also, bro, you just saw freaky aliens, dog. Whatever's in Metropolis can wait. They can give you another key to the city later.
Jesus Christ.
No, there's a thing in this episode that really annoys, well, in these 3 episodes that really annoys me, where there's a lot of standing and waiting. And I'm like, guys, go.
Yeah.
Action, please.
And it's not even I'm saying that I'm an action junkie and it's action for the plot. What I am saying is my guys, things are on fire. Fire.
I'm an action junkie. I want to see action. I want to see things happen. My ADHD can't tolerate a lot of dialogue. That's why I can never watch a soapy.
Anyway, so yeah, after that, then I think yeah, Superman is in the city. I think we cut to the disarmament. It's the disarmament conference,
yeah,
right?
the I guess what is it? Is it a conference? What is it? It's a I don't know what term to use.
Yeah, it's a conference where they're saying that we have to de-escalate the nuclear war. And this is kind of like another continuity error, in my opinion, with this universe.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how they didn't catch it, but
Yeah.
in the Superman series,
Mhm.
Darkseid has landed before.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So why is everybody getting dribbled by an alien invasion?
Also, so their rationale is kind of think of it like the Cuban Missile Crisis, where they're like, okay, nobody's gonna do anything to any country here, all right? So to show our allegiance to each other and to gain trust with each other, we need to disarm these things. And
Mhm.
should anything happen, our contingency is just gonna be this one Kryptonian to help
Yeah.
us save this entire world.
Like,
No, here's the problem. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. Like, again, problem with this universe. Remember at the end of Justice League Unlimited when he boxes the hell out of Darkseid? Why is Superman so nerfed? He could actually do it if the plot just stopped being the plot.
okay, I get that, but for the sake of continuity, and if you rationally think about it in this particular universe,
Yes.
Superman is living proof that there's life out there.
Yes.
He's living proof by himself. Are you gonna tell me we're gonna let go of one of our most powerful weapons that we can use to protect ourselves?
No, but
Where
also,
was Lex?
what makes you
This is exactly what Lex was arguing against.
I was expecting Lex to be at the conference. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
And Bruce, like even Bruce, I'm sure Bruce would have been like, "Are you crazy, bro?" Cause guys,
Have you all lost your
he's not omnipresent. He is one guy.
Hey, even Flash said it. I can't be in 5 places at once.
Exactly.
Even though he totally can.
And no, I used to ask myself this question for years, like why do we need more than one Green Lantern in this sector? But you realize that, guys, you need more than one Green Lantern to save Earth.
This
Like
is a mess. This
Earth
sector
is
is a
huge.
mess. The elder the I don't know what they call those blue short people who give the lantern rings. What are they called again? The elders,
The Guardians.
Oh,
Guardians of
geez,
War.
the Guardians, yeah.
yeah, the Guardians
Yeah.
of Oil took one look at that planet and thought, it's either we need every single Green Lantern available, or we're gonna have to keep a beat watch of at least 12. But 12 is too much. Let's give them 3. Let's see what happens if we just give them 3 for now. And every time something
No, but the
happens,
Guardians are also assholes.
every
They
time
are.
something,
No,
The
they are.
Guardians suck.
every,
Yeah.
every, every time something happens that can potentially threaten all of reality, they look at each other like we should have just sent 12. Every time. Oh my God. Whenever they get a report from one of the lanterns, it's like,
No, but I'm like, hey, dog, shout out to
okay, let's see
remember
what
when
happened now.
Hell's City got destroyed, and they were basically like, keep your chin up, dog. That's all the Guardians did. Hell's
Yeah.
City's destroyed. His love of his life was killed. He's going crazy. He's getting absorbed by Parallax, and they were just like, is what it is, my G.
It is what it is, bro.
No therapy, nothing.
Anyway, so one of the astronauts that we're talking about, the one who actually fell, and discovered the
He became a
spaceship.
senator.
Yeah, he became the senator. So his name is J. Allen Carter. So he's Senator
Yeah.
Carter, and he's the one that convinced Superman to disarm nukes throughout the world. And Superman is confident enough to actually say that, look, after the secret talks we've had with this guy and his team, I decided that it is best to do this. So yeah, we see in a couple
Look,
of
he was strong enough to beat back Darkseid. I can understand Superman, but it's just like you just see the plot saying like, "Hey, dog, you can't be as strong as you need to be. We need to get the other people in here. So just sit down.
Yo,
Just fall down from an electric wall."
if I was Batman, I would have lost all pretenses. The phone call would have started with, Clark, this is the stupidest thing I have ever had in my entire life. And you once suggested you wanted to move the planet, but you wanted to move the planet away with force.
yeah. So yeah, after he does that, he tries to take a nap, and that's when the other sort of interference happens, mental.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's busy getting headaches. What PMS or something. So, okay. Let me not finish this.
Yeah.
Bruh, what?
Jesus.
You, the views expressed.
No, look, I've learned the limit, the things I've seen now, the things that get cancelled, where the limits are. This past week, I am grateful for this other channel. We shall not mention its name because it's been mentioned to death. It showed African in South Africa when it comes to South Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Apparently, DSTV dropped them. Oh, well, slight tangent.
yeah, I mean I expected
Disaster.
that.
Oof.
I expected that, to be honest.
Yo, all of their co-workers in the back row are just like, my G, I just bought a new house. Can you do this?
Car installment.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
DSTV.
back to okay,
fine.
Oof, Kai. Anyway, so back to this. Then after that, yeah, we get the interview where Flash is even just like, yeah, the guy's heart's in the right place, but even I can't be everywhere at once. I'm not the
Which was
fastest man
smart.
alive.
Sometimes we kind of forget how smart Barry or Wally are because DC just likes to show their comic relief side, but those two guys are actually like the flat like I think Barry, Wally, Impulse. Those guys are smart, bro. Very smart. Genius level
Well,
into.
the thing is, they can also. That's the other thing, but their ability is broken. Like they can read any book and retain the information at super speed. I'm like,
But
if I had that ability, I'd be breaking it every time.
So they have eidetic memories or photogenic memories, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Photographic memories, and they can memorize information at like nanoseconds or whatever.
but you know what I like about this particular Flash? He reminds me of another character that I grew to love because
And that
people would underestimate his quirkiness and think that that character's dumb and they're completely together. This person is low key a genius.
I'm assuming
That would be
the other person is Spider-Man?
exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks of when everybody thinks of Spider-Man, they think of the quirky, quippy one-liners while kicking your ass,
Yeah.
kid, and they forget that this man is brilliant. And you only get to see glimpses of his brilliance here and there, like how he literally cures somebody of a scientific from a scientific disaster. But never mind. I just wanted to highlight, like, I like it when the geniuses, people underestimate the geniuses because they think that they're idiots because of the way they act. When in truth, they're quite literally the brains behind the mechanism, the scientific brains in this case.
yeah. And then after that, geez, what happens after that now? Yo, I don't
Oh,
know, I watched it.
The
it
invasion
cuts
happens.
it cuts to uh
No,
Batman's friend.
Batman, yeah. No,
Batman
Batman
finds
goes to another warehouse and he finds them
finds the
again.
same guys, and then he
Oh, and
gets
the
attacked by
dog, the shape-shifting dog.
Yeah.
Phantom.
And then this is where the show says, yeah, no, we have to remember it's not a Batman show, guys.
And then yeah, Batman does the one thing I would never expect Batman to ever do in his entire life: call for help
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't call
after the
Alfred. It
fact.
No,
doesn't call
in the
Alfred for
Justice
help.
in the Bruce Timm universe, in the Justice League universe, he
Yeah.
very much delegates.
Mm.
Batman
No,
is
no,
very much like
he delegates before when he sees this is too much.
Mm.
I need A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm going to need you to do this, need to do that, you to do that. Then he does. But he finds himself in a crisis. Oh no, I'm in so much trouble. I need to call for help. I'm yet to see that.
Well, he
What
usually calls Alfred, but since
yeah.
Alfred is busy.
they didn't have budget to pay Alfred in this show, they're like,
Apparently.
we need Superman.
No, I love that. And then yeah, so Batman gets his ass kicked by the dog or whatever. And yeah, I find out it's an alien dog, so
Mhm.
fair's fair. I mean, the Tibetan monks didn't prepare him for that one yet. Oh no. You know what the formula is? No, you know what the formula is? The formula is that the thing happens, and then Batman goes back to the Batcave and then figures out how to apply his Tibetan monk training to the next scenario. So the next alien dog that shows up, Batman just chops it from the side and it falls down. And he's like,
You see,
Tibetan monks.
because he lost to this alien dog, it explains how he managed to beat that ginormous alien dog in Batman Superman Apocalypse when they're in apocalypse and you get swallowed whole.
I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tibetan
That's
monks,
the-
like that's how it works. Like first, if you lose, like the Tibetan monk formula is, if you lose, learn how to win next time, and then that just takes that.
I swear to you, the Tibetan bugs were researching the Zenkai boost in the Dragon Ball Z universe. That's how they figured it. Like, whoa,
No,
hold on.
and then I want to get to that now because a hilarious moment happens again. But anyway, but yeah, Superman thingy, and then he says no, Batman. He comes and he picks up Batman, and then Superman, he just watches this asteroid fly to Earth. I'm
And
like, why is he?
I just like that man is dead. There was a picture of the man with a dog, and it was literally the epicenter of the asteroid. I was like, oh, man, he's dead. Ain't no way.
No, I was just like, Superman, fly to the put Batman down, fly, stop the asteroid, use your super speed, and come fetch Batman, and then take him to the hospital. Like, why are you just watching this thing?
I mean, some people could have probably said that that would have been reckless, because when you
Right.
look at someone like Vandal Savage, who was exposed to a meteorite and became the man he is today, you don't know what that meteorite has. I'm
He's
just
Superman.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. You don't know what
He's
the radiation,
Superman.
but the radiation. I get it. Ori.
Superman.
Listen to what you're saying. You're saying
It's
that
in
he's
the
stopping.
name.
You're saying
It's
that he's
in the
stopping this
name.
thing. We don't know where it comes from. He's stopping it, which is fine. That's something he needs to do. Then afterwards, you're saying that he should pick up a normal human being without superpowers after he's been exposed to this thing.
Okay, drop Batman off first. Be fast. That's your whole thing. You're super.
That's
Just put
the
him
one
down
thing.
in the hospital and catch the
No.
asteroid.
And the
Or
other thing,
maybe like Batman would have told him, dog. Batman would have told him, I'm not the priority here. Someone else can come get me then. Stop the asteroid.
no. That's yes, that is also valid. The other thing is that this asteroid must have been made out of sponge.
Yeah.
An
clear.
asteroid that large, that was on fire, that crashed on the planet, did that little
That little
damage.
damage,
I've
bro.
seen asteroids. I've seen asteroids before. That whole city's block should have been
No,
ashes at this point.
at that point, it was just hail that just
Yeah.
landed on
No,
the
that's what I'm
ground.
saying. Like to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, stop with the asteroid. Leave
No,
that
I think that's the reason why Superman didn't do anything. It's just this asteroid is incredibly slow and soft. What is it? Oh, shame. Look at it go.
Dog,
And
if
then
somebody's
Bruce is
ankle
like,
got sprained,
boom.
God can. Yeah, if somebody's ankle got sprained, like Batman would be chewing out Superman, like, what the hell were you doing, Chief? Anyway,
he's
we got
just a
more moments like
paramedic.
that. So yeah, so anyway, the asteroid lands, everybody's running, and what's this? Superman drops Batman off at a hospital thing or whatever. And then this is where the
was a
Tibetan monk,
paramedic. Yeah.
yeah, paramedics, yeah. And then this is where the Tibetan monk training kicks in, by the way, because Daman is supposed to have his ribs broken. Last I checked, from the dog.
Yeah.
The lady tries to
don't-
reach for his mask, and he's like, "Don't
Don't
even."
even think about
And then,
Celestial recovery.
yeah, and then after that, like things are going down. Superman is trying to fight this alien thing, which he should have bodied in 5 seconds. Superman fans, I don't care. I don't care. It's always bothered me that he holds himself back. For what? The city's on fire.
No,
Punch.
no. That's here. It's inexcusable for one. Two, even as a Superman fan, I had to acknowledge that the only way the story works is that they've nerfed. There are two characters that have been super nerfed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to
I
get
could
to the
argue
next one
three.
because I had
Yeah.
smoke for him as
No,
well.
no.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
actually, there are three characters that have been
Yeah,
super nerfed.
it's three.
Yeah.
No, even four.
No,
even
everybody.
four. I'll say four.
Everybody's nerfed here in this episode.
Except Batman. No, everybody except Batman
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Girl. Let's be honest.
Of
But
course.
anyway, moving back to this. So Batman then decides with his broken ribs, I'm going to take my arm and my broken ribs
Get in
and
the bed
attach
lane.
myself to a grappling hook and hook myself into my plane so I can fly and fight these aliens. That is some Tibetan monk.
Rana,
have you guys watched Ninja Assassin by any chance?
Yo, a long time ago, like more
It's
than
like-
10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying, remember when he was in the coffin and he was doing those hand signs and he started healing himself?
Yeah.
Because remember, they
Yes.
stabbed the hell out of him. And in that coffin, he's healing himself to the point where he can fight other 50 ninjas who are fresh, by the way. They're all fine. They all haven't fought nobody, no scars, necks. He just came off of a 9v1 and he's healing himself in the coffin
I think
to
that's
do
the only
another
thing that I,
9v1.
that's the only one thing when I was watching this entire series, the one thing that really didn't make sense is that these guys don't have someone with like a proper doctor. I do know that Batman has medicine experience and all of that, but like you
Alfred,
guys need a
Baba.
doctor in your team, even if they're not on the field, but you need someone at the watchtower who's gonna be,
Yeah,
taking
there needs to be a dedicated medic somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I mean, in the Marvel universe, they have the Night Nurse, where a bunch of vigilantes, when they're broken up, they go to her, and then she doesn't take
Hmm.
off their mask. She doesn't say anything. She just fixes and patches them up, and then they leave or
Or
whatever.
the character that was played by Rosario Dawson in Daredevil. Is that
Yeah, I mean, she's a race swap, but originally, from what I remember, Night Nurse was a white woman or whatever. But the point being
oh,
is like that was a dedicated place that vigilantes used to go to, especially like
oh,
Daredevil
like
and
street level
Iron
heroes?
Fist and all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
street level heroes used to go to her all the time. I think Spider Man went to her once or twice or whatever when he was really busted up. But anyway, point being is that
Yeah.
Batman says, I'm my own doctor, and he just does some breathing techniques and his ribs heal. He's in the plane fighting these aliens, and I was like, oh my God.
I
I love Batman. I love Batman to death. Batman has been one of my favorite superheroes for a very long time. But I was just
same.
like, my G, how are you? How are you back up, my guy? You just went underneath shelves after you got tackled by an alien dog. But okay.
Don't you think you might have rabies or something? Chill.
But anyway, so yeah, he's in there, and him and Superman. It's an episode of The World's Finest. Even
Yeah.
though somehow and Superman is effective here, great. But then one laser and he's down again. I'm like, my guy, what weak ass fly punch was that?
Ah,
Mhm.
I was like, the whole writers' room said we cannot have Superman solve this problem. We need the Justice League in
which
here.
which which he clearly solved, which has he clearly solved so many times before. Like Darkseid, he took Darkseid by himself. He took Darkseid and his armies by himself. Calm down, calm down, calm down,
And
Yeah.
I'm
calm down.
sorry, these aliens are not as dangerous as Darkseid. I don't care what you say. I don't care.
No, but it's
Care
that
what
it's that
what
thing, man. I think we spoke about it on this podcast as well, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of like if you have Hulk or Superman or Spider-Man in a Spider-Woman or She-Hulk or a Supergirl show, they will nerf those male counterparts. Like even
no,
here, the
right
fact
around it.
the reason you need the Justice League is because Superman has to be nerfed, which I disagree with. What we we're talking
Hmm.
about earlier about him not being omnipresent should have been a good enough reason because they mentioned
Yeah.
that there's an attack in Malaysia, there's an attack elsewhere, there's an alien attack at
Also,
different spots on Earth.
also, thank you so much for attacking. For my lips to those aliens, thank you so much for only attacking the Northern Hemisphere. Thank you for leaving Africa right the F out of
Wait,
this hot mess.
they didn't attack Egypt? Did they attack Egypt?
Was it
I
about
think
the
they
attack?
I think
I think
so.
Egypt was under attack.
Because they said, wait,
Oh,
no, no, wait, they said Cairo, right?
Yeah, somewhere in Cairo, I think.
I think they said Cairo.
You correct us in the comment section down below, but
Yeah,
I
correct us
think
in the
so,
so.
comment
sorry, I think they
section.
said,
But
yeah.
at least, but you know what? For, like I said,
No,
it
but
is,
the thing is
it
with Egypt sometimes, like they
is
like to act like they're
don't
not
say it.
here.
Yeah, yeah. I
Whoa,
mean,
whoa,
yeah,
guys,
sorry.
guys,
No, no,
guys,
no.
guys.
I thought we all thought about it. You just didn't have to say it out
But
loud. But
you know, like it's okay. Yeah, we are very sensitive with racial lines today.
yeah, no.
Let's hashtag for our Egyptian viewers. We have nothing but love for you. Uh, I mean, we've been seeing your consistent effort with helping with Palestine, guys. No, we love you guys. Don't worry. We're just saying, like, whenever they mention,
I'm not
if they
saying it's
mention,
everybody. I'm just saying that we get a certain image of Egypt,
yes,
and it's just like that doesn't track with where you are.
Yeah, but at the same time, for them to mention that the whole African continent is under attack, they'll always mention Egypt. They have cited that forces in Egypt that Africa is represented enough.
Oh, by the way, the person who's reporting all these things is actually Snapper Carr, so they don't even show Lois Lane. So for those who do not know who Snapper Carr is, Snapper Carr in the comics is basically the Justice League's sidekick. That's who he is. Um,
Oh
also
yeah,
in
yeah,
Young
yeah.
Justice as well.
But like he showed up, but he showed up in like those early runs, right?
Yes, yes. But I mean, he's even in Young Justice. He was like a teacher in Young Justice, but also at a point he became like the team's coordinator when they were. You remember when is it Mal, the black guy, the black guy that was at the school? At a
Yeah.
point he was like the team coordinator, checking out like the different teams, like telling them what to do and updating them on what every other team is doing at the same time. At Alpha, Beta, all those guys.
Mm.
And then when he became Guardian, Snapper Carr came in and then became the coordinator. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah, yeah,
but in this universe, he's a reporter.
yeah. Yeah.
Anywho,
Anyway, one of
as
the either one of the bravest
but
or one of
back
the
to my
dumbest. But
point,
anyway,
thanks for leaving the southern part of the continents, the southern
the
hemisphere out
aliens
of
never
your
come
way.
here. They never
No,
come here.
maybe it's too hot
That
here.
is,
I don't know.
I don't
No,
know.
no. You know what? Bras will jack their planes with spanners.
No, or maybe we'll catch on to that. Or you know what? They just look at the level of corruption and think this planet is so messy, we don't even want to bother invading. Like,
No,
load shedding.
no, develop. I see that, but I'm saying I think, like I think them Nyapoy boys will run up that thing, Spider-Man style, and then they'll be like, "What is this? What training? Which monks are these
No,
ones? Batman
no,
didn't
no,
tell us about these monks." And
not even
then
Spider.
they'll
No,
they'll they'll put a spanner in there and turn left, turn right. Now they have
no,
the ship somehow.
no. I just have one thing. They're not gonna run up the Spider-Man style. Have you watched World War Z?
Mm,
That's exactly
yeah.
what's gonna happen. Oh,
like you see how
abort!
like
Abort!
they'll be like, hey dog, what powers do these guys have? They're dodging our lasers. Anyway, so yeah, Sniper Car is reporting the
Yeah.
alien invasion and whatever, and
Oh, by the
civilians.
way,
Like this is
oh,
another thing, guys.
hold up. Another thing we need to mention.
Mhm.
Superman has a massive headache and then he takes off.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he just stopped
and I'm
like
like in the middle of the fight.
he was possessed. He just became all, nonchalant all of
Phew.
a sudden, and then they're like, "Are you okay?" And then
Bye.
even Batman is like, "Where the hell is he going?"
No, and I'm just like the
Bye.
people on the ground that are fighting the aliens. They're just like,
Superman, come back!
Didn't you just make
Gone.
a speech like 2 days ago
about you're
saying,
going to
Protect
protect
us!
us.
and then
Lex, Lex, wherever he was having the biggest orgasm. Like, I told you. Can someone answer the phone? Because I effing called it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he didn't turn this into a PR stunt later in other episodes where he's like, "Where was your beloved hero when your city was in danger? He just
From
left."
anyway, so
Just up and left.
Batman follows him, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Batman realized
Plus, it's not like
this
you
is not
to
a
be
city.
destroying government property. It's not your style. What's going on?
You know,
And then
Batman's like, wait, why am I risking my life for Metropolis? There, my city. Bye.
Yeah.
Where's it going?
yeah, so
No,
yeah,
I'm just
Batman
like
says,
that
yeah,
military. Those military guys in the tanks are just like, "Where are the superheroes going? This is your shit."
yeah. So yeah,
I
Superman is
also
like, find out why I'm destroying government
Oh yeah,
property
come see
right
for
now.
yourself. Yeah.
yes.
Then we see the Martian Manhunter in his Martian form. And Superman explains to Batman that, look, this is the reason I've been having like these episodes. This guy has been trying to communicate with me this entire time, but yeah, I just
Been
couldn't
getting
really
possessed.
pinpoint I guess his whatever his location. Then they rescue him, And Batman
Batman
is
don't trust.
skeptical. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. You seeing another alien while there's an alien invasion? And why are we freeing this guy all of a sudden without actually interrogating this guy and figuring him out? To cut the long story short, Superman convinces Batman that this guy is our last hope. And Jean is like, okay, perhaps if I try a different form, you guys would be less, you know, less
That
petrified.
would
And you
okay.
still
So
turn
your choice
green.
is to put on your cape, to put on a cape, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone on YouTube
to
mentioned
grow
that
a cape.
it looks like he's dressed for like a gay party somewhere, like a nice club. Like he's going to a
pride
club.
parade, pride parade.
Gay parade, thank you. Sorry, that's what I
No,
meant.
I'm too sexy for my form. Too sexy for my form.
It's
So
his
I
costume,
will
like,
just
dude, there's
change.
no t-shirt, nothing, and then you're just wearing like
The
undies
underpants, the boots, and then a
and
cape
and
and
boots
an
a cape,
X and an
and a
X on
cape
your
and
chest.
and a strap as well.
during an alien invasion. My
Ah,
man.
shame. All of the I don't know. I know Lady Gaga wasn't known back then, but shame. I was expecting the song to start playing Born This Way.
So anyway, yeah, then they try to get out, and it looks like a military party is trying to block them from leaving. Superman is
Yeah.
trying to have conversations, and I'm like, to me, this is something that annoys me. I'm like, no time, go back and help the people you left. These guys can't stop you. Just take Batman, John Jones. You can fly. Take off.
Yeah, because
Fly
they're
into
like,
the
no,
sky.
you're trespassing, you're not allowed to take this guy. What? Superman is like, no, you don't understand. This guy is crucial to the mission, all of
Look,
that.
somebody may argue that it's like a PR thing and that Superman can't just look like he's breaking somebody out of prison.
Yes,
He has
of
to like
course.
explain it and justify it, sure.
Of
But
course.
the city is on fire.
The city or
The
the world.
details can the detail no the city of the world wherever Batman was fighting, wherever Batman and Superman were fighting, it was on fire. People are
Yes.
dying.
I think
Explain later.
that's the problem with aligning yourself with the government like that because now you have entrapped yourself with red tape.
Yeah.
And that's the
When
problem
you
with
when
Superman.
you're when you're a vigilante, you're a vigilante. So
Yeah,
there
Batman
comes a
didn't have
point
to
where you
explain
don't
himself to anybody.
move, I'll move you.
Exactly.
No, sharp.
Batman, you're not agreeing.
Superman
Oh
can
my God,
explain
my
later.
kidneys.
This is the thing. Like even with police officers or whatever, whenever they have to do stuff, they have to file reports, right?
Yes.
File a report for your actions. People were dying. We can talk about this later. If you want to strip me of my rank as Superman, okay.
Yeah. Fi
Okay, I'm not invited to the White House anymore.
Yeah, isn't that
find
what the
another
new
nuclear deterrent.
in one of the trailers, I think in the new Superman movie, I think Superman does say like, dude, people are gonna die. What do you expect me to do? Like,
Yeah, they're gonna die.
I must go.
oh,
I don't like this thing of where superheroes must negotiate their job. It's like while you're negotiating, things are on fire. Save
come on,
me
you
and we
can't
talk
be
later.
you can't be telling me about border control, telling me that I'm not authorized to be here. If people are dying, guys, come on. Like I have the ability to
Nice.
save lives here.
I,
I'm
I,
gonna be
I
saying,
can
"Where's
give
your
you
passport?"
I can give you a very painful example, fairly recent about your point right there.
Hmm.
The I believe it was in South Texas or in South Florida, I'm not sure, but one no, it has to be South Texas.
Hmm.
Um, there was a massive flooding,
Yes,
and the U.S. government was unable to help. Guess who came in and stepped up the plate to help these people?
the Mexicans.
Mexico.
Uh,
The people that you're supposed to build a wall
that you're
for
building a wall for against.
Mm.
stepped up and gave you aid and helped you.
Yeah,
At some point in time, it stops being a matter of.
exactly, bro.
No,
Exactly.
like just to not to make it too controversial, but I'm gonna say Alistane.
Mm.
With
It rhymes with
the yeah,
Palestine. I get you. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, 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 or it rhymes with Philistine. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, there's like there's like religious leaders who will be like, art is bad and art is the devil and etc and yada yada yada. And I'm just
It's
like,
it's
ask those people in Palestine if they care about where the aid is coming from.
Mm.
You think they have time to discriminate against wherever it's coming from?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, this is to me. I'm just like Superman, just Superman. You'll explain later.
Yeah. No, you have a
But
point.
anyway, after that, then yeah,
Turns out the
Turns
discover
soldiers
out
are
that
that
actually
they
the aliens
yeah
anyway.
they're
yeah,
aliens, and I'm just again Superman, pwn them, super spread,
su-
super
super
speed,
super breath
super
something.
punch.
Ice breath, nyana.
And I get it. Somebody's gonna be like, "Well, this version of Superman." First off, you're wrong. You're very wrong. But anyway, even if we want to go with that, in his own series, he was fast enough to like chase down a car before it could even like while it was in mid travel or whatever. He just
Mm,
zoops and zoops
mm.
and he catches the car. So I'm just like, just zoop and beat these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
then
they're
John
not
Jones
even.
Liana. Now here comes another one. Nerfed
He's
also.
weak.
Obana,
Why?
for me, I hear
Well, I
people
can get
talking
like
about Superman getting nerfed, but Jean, guys,
Jean has been
Eh,
super nerfed. No,
eh.
I think I could argue that he's the most nerfed
he's
character
the
in the
most
entire series.
nerfed throughout
I could
the entire series,
entire
guys.
series, the
Okay,
things
no,
that man can do.
the difference is that Superman gets to not be nerfed. That's the difference. But in terms of the scaling of nerfs, it's
Jean is
wow.
number one. He's the Yamcha of this group, though. Hmm.
They yamchaed him. Especially this episode, like, okay, you are tortured and stuff. I get it. Now you have to be in a plane with Batman, and then to show just how powerful this person actually is, but they've deliberately left him. That man sent a planet-wide SOS to all these heroes throughout the whole entire planet, and they all gathered
Dude,
at one point. He's the one who called them to action. He's the one who said,
yeah,
And
"Okay,
also, but
yeah,
now here's the other thing I want to know, ne? Was everybody else getting the Superman headaches?
yeah,
Like
they
was
were.
Flash in mid run?
They
no,
were.
no,
It's just
it
that they
I'm
happened
didn't
as
know
talking
soon
about
as."
the debilitating ones where he passes out in the middle of a fight.
No, that's the one. I think he called Superman first. And then the moment he broke free from the status thing,
Oh,
he
he
called
called
everyone
everybody
else.
else. So
Oh,
it
okay.
was less
And then
damage.
they all came in time. I can understand if the Flash arrived first and stuff like that. They all came.
No, no, the Flash didn't arrive first, by the way. I
Oh
think
God, even
No, that's the
worse.
other thing. Like, hey, with the Flash, there's so many like for example, in Injustice, right? It
Mhm.
so annoys me that the Flash is running next to Green Lantern. It's like the city's about to explode. Vaya munna. And then in the same series, he can time travel and run through time. So it's just like,
why are
what?
you
Were
holding
you
yourself back
jogging?
against an
Were
alien?
you walking? He had the goal. Barry had the goal to be like, I guess that's a problem for gods. It's like you're literally Hermes, like times 10. Like you can
But
time travel
but
via.
the other things that oh yeah, of course, we also shout out to Wonder Woman appearing there, and then everybody thinks she's the rookie. I was so offended.
Yeah, because
Anyway, before we
No,
get
wait,
there,
not yet, not yet.
yeah,
That's the
because
next
she was
episode.
talking
no,
to her mom.
yeah, but mom low key judging the world like
Yeah, it's like no,
F them
that's
niggas.
man's problem. It's not our own problem. This
F
Yeah,
them
before
until the
even
because
reached
aliens are
our
at your
shores.
doorstep.
Yeah,
Until
the
the
gods
aliens
will
are at your
protect us.
doorstep.
it hasn't reached our
Oh,
shores, so it's not our problem.
You know, the gods will protect us. The gods. I'm yet
Yeah,
to
he
see the
promised
gods
her.
to
Really?
girl. You
no.
sure?
And I'm saying, and these ones, ne, this is not even like because we can say that in Marvel Universe the gods are kind of okay. They're kind of nice, kind of.
No, no, these are douchebags, honestly.
The ones they have in DC are very close to their Greek counterparts. You think that version of Zeus is coming?
No.
You hide your women.
Oh boy.
Yeah, true
Okay,
that.
but I'm saying, you think that version of Poseidon is going to help you?
You, you know?
Apollo, forget it.
Ah,
Anyway,
oh.
Oh,
Anyway,
Apollo's. Oh, wait. If Apollo's coming, hide your women and your men.
Low-key, I think that's the policy for all of them.
Oh no, look. There's some you can think, okay, here something went wrong, but they might have like Athena. Athena ain't going to rape your woman or men.
Well,
Artemis,
it depends. If you see her naked in the thing by
the
accident, in the wild by
but you
accident.
you're looking for trouble. You could have
Yeah,
just looked
but
away when
with
it
with
happened.
Poseidon,
No, it's not
Hello
even that.
Boss,
Like
Medusa, Hello
some
Medusa.
bra was. I'm saying some bra was trying to hunt something, and he stumbled upon her by accident because he was hunting. He didn't even mean to see her, and he turned away. And she was still so mad. He turned him into a bear.
yeah, like hey, that's Artemis. Like, what did you see my
Oh
woman
yeah, that's
parts?
Artemis.
Uh,
One day we
Athena.
must do a whole Greek mythology episode. But yeah, before we get
Oh God,
Please,
distracted.
we'll be traumatized, dog.
I've studied the Greek mythology for eons. And by the way, the story about Poseidon Medusa was invented by the Romans, not the Greeks.
Oh, I see.
Much later, it was a part of Roman propaganda.
But she still gets her head chopped off, and she didn't really do anything.
Yeah,
That's what I know is consistent in the Virgins.
in the original, yeah, that's what happens. It's like Gorgon Medusa was always there. She's the only mortal of the three sisters. That Perseus decided, yeah, because you can be chopped, you can technically die. Whoopsie.
Mm.
But
And
anyway,
from
getting back to this, yeah. So Diana looks like she wants to go help. Her mom is like, nah, and then
Don't.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. And then after that, is that where the episode ends, or is
No.
there something else?
no, it ends. The episode 2 ends with It
No,
ends like that on that.
this is still episode 1, right?
No, this is episode 1 because she
No,
hasn't.
episode 1. Yeah,
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 yeah.
that's
Because
episode
remember,
1.
she shows up in episode 2. But
Yeah, they all show
yeah,
up in
Yeah.
episode 2.
yeah. So I think how does this one end again?
I think it ends with the guys fighting the soldiers, I think.
Yeah, realizing,
Oh,
whoopsie.
oh, yeah. And then we open up with episode 2, and then that's
Diana.
Oh
when
yeah, we get a backstory about these aliens in episode 2. You're right.
Yeah.
yes. So then we open up with episode 2, and this is where we see that John Jones is nerfed because he like
But
gets
it
one.
starts with that whole Diana thing. So yeah, we are on track basically.
Oh yeah, we're on track. So yeah, Diana goes and she's like apologies, mother. And it's like also, you can grab stuff fast. You don't need to have this whole build up. But okay, sharp. She grabs her things, and then we go back to the fight. Um, John Jones manages to phase through Batman and save Batman, but then he goes down immediately. And then like it's just like first off, so you can do that. I don't know why you didn't like. I don't know. Maybe after you phase, like, why are you getting taken down by one bullet? Okay, fine. You were tortured for a while. Maybe you're tired. But then
Mm.
you're
Yeah,
just
that's
like, okay,
all.
again,
I might give
Superman.
him a free pass.
No, but later it's like, no, this doesn't count anymore. Stop
Yeah,
it.
no, for
But
sure.
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. And then after that, like Superman, I'm like, boom, these people. And then basically he throws a tank at them. There's a huge explosion, and then they run away. And then after that, I'm trying to remember what
I
happens
think
after that.
I think they flee and go into the Batwing, right? And
John goes
Yeah.
into the Batwing. Superman is flying around Point Break doing his thing, and
the Batwing nearly crashes.
yes, and he can fly.
Oh yeah, and Superman is aerial dogfighting, and it's just like Superman, just take them down.
This is the
Where's the
writing.
lasers?
This is the
Where's the
writing.
lasers?
No, no, he's dumb as
Where's
rocks
the ice breath?
This writing
Flip
is
Hotter.
dumb because
Superman is dumb
like
as rocks, though.
here they dumbed him down. They dumbed the action sequences. I was like asking, where's the heat vision? When they finally get to use the heat vision, I was so pissed off. Is that it?
Mm.
Is that
No, I was
it?
like, bro, fight! Like,
What did they give him?
Shobu.
Was he on a sunlight fast or something?
Well,
Like
he sort of
was
was,
don't
if you think
know.
about it, because I was asking myself that question, but he actually was, but we'll get there. So that's where, the other heroes come in, because that's where, Stewart shows up, Hawkgirl shows up, Flash shows up. And
Yeah, and then
Okay,
Stewart is
all
like,
the
yo,
time.
what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? Because, Stewart has that whole we need to get the job done attitude. Dinta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why and he's calling Wonder Woman, who's much taller than him, an amateur. But anyway,
I was like, the
so yeah,
disrespect.
Who's the rookie?
Who's the
so they
rookie
all
here?
It's his level of ignorance that baffles me because you're a Green Lantern. You're supposed to be in charge of a sector, meaning you're supposed to have knowledge of
Knowledge.
everything that's happening on your planet. So why don't you know
but I
what's...
mean, the mascara is supposed to be a secret society
But not to
anyway.
the
So I can't.
Guardians, but not to a
Once,
Lantern.
once
Oh, the
scared
Guardians
of,
didn't know about the. Did they know about the mascara?
they did.
They should.
Huh. Okay.
They're
But
literally,
anyway,
they're literally under the protection of the old gods, and they knew the old gods. They knew
Yeah.
everything.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but
So
anyway, yeah. So anyway, I don't think they needed that, but he has to be the military guy. Side note, he was not a military dude in the comic books originally. He was
He
just a
was
guy who used to do
he was an
construction.
architect. Yeah.
He was an
mm,
architect. And
Yeah.
then because of this show, they wanted to incorporate more military things into
Which
him. And
really helped his character a lot. Like you know what? We don't really give Bruce Timm enough flowers because a lot of some of the story, some of the elements that they included in these animated series were actually translated.
it depends though which John it depends which John Stewart fan you ask, because some people want him just to go back to being a construction dude, because it was just like that's what makes sense, because Green
Yeah.
Lantern, you're doing constructs, he's in construction.
But
So
at the same time, his leadership role makes more sense if he has combat experience and military experience. You know what I mean?
yeah, true.
So
I mean,
also,
depends.
you know,
It's
I want to
subjective.
be, I want to be sort of like the middleman in this type of argument and say I think it's because at this point in time there wasn't a whole lot of Hal Jordan references. Not Hal Jordan, what's his name?
Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, as a Green Lantern. Many people knew
Yeah,
the Green Lantern
Kyle
from
was
the
it was just an artist, a starving artist.
no, I'm just saying the original White Green Lantern from the Air
Oh,
Force.
Alan Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
No,
know.
no,
They
no.
didn't.
That's Hal Jordan. If
That's
you're
Hal Jordan.
talking
I
Air
was right.
Force,
Oh,
Yes.
you're
that's
talking
Hal
about
Jordan.
Yeah.
yeah, Hal Jordan was an Air Force
So
pilot.
not many people had a lot of reference knowledge of how. And Green Lantern in this series was basically their first introduction. So that kind of fused the military background from Hal
Yeah.
with the
I mean,
construction.
Kyle was introduced in the Superman animated series, but the creators wanted some diversity.
No, it's not the creators. What happened is fun story. Dwayne McDuffie, R.I.P. He's the
Yeah.
one who pushed for Jon Stewart to be in this series, because he was like, we don't need. Basically, his argument was is that we already have a powerful white dude who has superpowers doing something. Let's get a
Mm.
black character in here. And he was like, I'm trying to get more than one. And then that's why he was so excited to do the crossover with Static and Green Lantern, where Phil Lamar was basically talking to
Voicing
himself.
two characters, talking to himself. Yeah.
So,
For all those who watch the Boondocks, we all know that feeling.
Yeah, you guys know that Huey was supposed to be voiced by Alicia Keys, right? Actually, he was voiced by Alicia Keys in the pilot. But yeah, they went
but
with
Regina King did such a good job that
yeah.
Look, you know what? You're fine. You can voice both of them, both Huey and Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to
Anywho,
this, Flash is like, can somebody tell me what the hell is going on here?
no. Also, where were you? Why was your ass like?
Hey, dude.
You were the
I
Flash.
needed food.
Oh my god! Why are these bros like? Why do they keep getting nerfed? Like you're the Flash,
So
just Flash, bro.
this is where Jean
But anyway,
basically gives us a backstory of what happened to
yeah.
Mars. And damn, I didn't know
Thousands of
this
years ago.
invasion took that long. Like this invasion took centuries, though. It was centuries long. Like these guys were fighting these things for a very long time on Mars.
Yeah.
Where were the
I'm just like
lanterns?
also, but
Where
I'm
were the
no.
lanterns, Joe? Like for this long?
The lanterns were
wonderful.
sleeping.
I was just like, not my problem.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
That
No, but
clearly,
here's the other thing: the Martians' powers. Like, because John Jones should just have those powers. He's not like Superman where he has to be on a specific
Lands on the
Earth to have
sun.
those powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, the Martians, phase through these bras. Just stick your hand through them. You can phase through their gunfire.
Freaking transform yourself into a monster that looks like.
I mean, they stole their shape-shifting abilities, so the transforming thing, I get it. But the
Yeah,
phasing
No, but I'm saying
because
they
that's
can
right.
also shapeshift, though. The Martians can shapeshift.
And mind control. Those two,
Like,
at least.
I'm just saying, and also, like, John Jones, you should still have super strength. Like, Martians should just come built in with super strength. Like,
And
okay, the
Jones
story needed
actually
to
has
happen.
laser vision. Like, guys, why are we forgetting, like, this guy also has, like, similar powers to Superman? Like,
Like,
he
use
has
them
laser.
by
similar.
G.
Like I said, he's like the second most nerf. He's the most nerf character. He has Superman's powers plus extra.
Without the
It's just that he's got,
kryptonite.
he just has the dumbest weakness known to man because
Fire.
ladder match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying also
That's
on
why
top of
Batman
that,
told
right?
him, with you, all I need is a box of matches.
No, but I'm saying the thing is, he's Superman with mind control.
Yeah.
You know how scary that is,
Dude.
and can't use it. But anyway, the episode needed to happen. So yeah, we find out he's the last Martian, essentially.
Remember that.
Yeah. And then after that, then after we find out he's the last Martian and all of that stuff,
Yeah,
then
this
they
is where
start
Jon Stewart
the
is
guys
like,
are
we need
building
to.
this machine or whatever. And
What?
here's the thing that annoys me. People are seeing smoke in the distance and they're still talking. And they're still like, well, what's our plan or whatever? And I'm like, look, I get that you need to formulate a plan and a strategy. I understand that. But I'm saying, talk faster. Move.
Yeah, because
Don't be
GL is
standing
like,
there
we have too many
posing
objectives
for.
here. So we have to split into teams. There's no way we're gonna do this as a unit. There's too many
Yeah,
things.
and the machines are opening up, they're siphoning the sunlight. Like it was kind of came out. This person has split
Like,
all
I'm not even saying that
they
don't
live in the
strategize,
dark.
but it just felt like so slow paced that they were trying to do this strategy thing. And I'm like, hey
have they
guys,
not
it's time to panic. The sky is opening.
have they not watched a single one of the Star Wars movies where the planning happens a lot faster? Sometimes the planning happens while they're fighting.
No, but
We
also,
just
guys,
wanted to go to that
to be fair,
over there.
these guys are trying to be a team right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
bit
and
difficult.
okay, and not
But
as much as
like
a
the thing
criticism
is,
direction. The one thing I did
some of you have super speed, and some of you just have like amazing abilities. Right now is the time to employ them, at least to try and mitigate the damage. If you
Yeah,
know
but
that John
you
Jones
guys,
can relay
you guys
stuff,
need to have
but I'm saying if you
an
know,
objective though, Buck. Like, you have to have sort of like a
no, I get that you have to have an
unified.
objective. I understand that. I understand that 100%. But I'm saying John Jones has already established that he can communicate with everybody telepathically, right? How come they can't coordinate through him?
This is not Young Justice, man.
And
I don't think they were thinking like that back then.
that's the one thing.
If Aqualad was there, that would have been a different story. It was not there. Because Aqualad would have just said, just mind link us, and then we'll talk on the way.
We'll talk on the way. As for the Flash trying to make on poor Wonder Woman, I was like, guys, dude, give it a rest.
Yeah.
Why did they have to copy and paste? Oh, what? It's no. Okay, so kind of like a Kid Flash was copying the Flash
Oh, when he was making one again.
when I was making on any female anything.
Yeah, it's like bro turned into Johnny Bravo. Hey there, sexy mama.
Bro, he was not
There's an alien
copying.
invasion, but it's not now.
Even though, to correct you, he was not even copying Barry. He's copying himself, because that's Wally West. That's not Barry.
Oh my God, that is Wally West. Oh my God.
Hey there, mama. Hey,
Because
mama.
remember,
It's that beat that make you groove, mama.
the early
Get on the floor
2000s,
and
late
move your booty.
90s,
Nigga!
Barry was still considered to be dead in the comics.
All right.
So
all
Wally
right.
West and Kyle Rayner were like the main guys in the comics at the time. Because Wally West was like the Flash for like 20 years.
Yeah, but then Barry came back and snatched that from it.
Hey, dog.
Give it here, you holy dog.
Get over here.
Then they assassinated the character of
And then
Barry
and then
of,
and then Wally
Wally.
died. He became black.
He came back and he's looking for his family, but then he was on the Mobius chair. But anyway, yeah, so they split into teams, and Flash is like, no, I'm going with her. And obviously, Green Lantern was like, nope.
You keep
That
it in
was
your
funny.
pants.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Even though,
but-
like, how fast is Green Lantern? Because he's keeping up with the Flash.
yeah.
He
And Flash is
he
like,
flies between.
he's like, you're no fun.
Guy, whoa, hold on,
This
hold
is
on.
not
The
supposed to
Green Lanterns are fast. They
No, they
can
are.
move faster than light because they
Yeah.
literally have a section of the universe that they
Okay,
watch over.
sharp, but the Flash thinks at attoseconds, Chief.
No,
I know.
I agree with you. We both agree with you. But remember,
Yes.
these guys are intergalactic space police. So they travel at light speed, I'm sure. Which is still
So,
not
like-
as fast as the Flash. I agree.
The Flash be eating light speed for breakfast.
I know.
dog.
Maybe
But-
he was slowing down so that he can talk to
Yeah,
GL.
I was saying that the Flash was going at a cruising speed. He wasn't going at his fastest.
No. Anyway, so it's
Like,
GL and
anyway.
Flash,
Yeah.
and then it's Superman and Martian Manhunter.
Hawkgirl.
No,
Oh,
no, Superman and Hawkgirl, which is such a weird
Hawkgirl.
combination. You'd think
I
Superman would want to
wanted-
go with Martian Manhunter.
I
And then-
wanted to,
Mhm.
or at least Batman. I wanted to comment about that. It's like this is a side of how this is. I think this, as much as I'm criticizing the writing about so many things, this is where the writing I think actually showed well because it shows that these people aren't really a team. So they haven't
Yes.
worked out that teamwork yet, and they don't
Yes.
work.
They
Haven't
don't know
worked
each
out
other's
who-
strengths and weaknesses
who
as a team.
who gels well with who in this team up work. I've
Flash and GL
So-
make sense though. You know,
kind of.
Even though
By that I mean-
Flash.
by
Even
that
though
I mean,
is this
like-
where is
like
this
Flash
where
is
Ezra
brash.
Miller learned? Is this where Ezra Miller learned how the Flash trips? And he's like, I'm basing my entire portrayal on falling because the Flash fell one time.
yeah. So I just want to say the reason those two make sense, we can talk about the others afterwards, but the reason these two make sense is GL is the more pragmatic one, is the more, tactical one. Whereas Flash is the more impulsive, he acts first, thinks later. You know what I mean? He needs someone to just tell him what to do, basically. Otherwise, he has no plan whatsoever. He'll just be running around and punching and kicking without making any big impact. He needs someone to tell him what to do. So, with Superman and Hawkgirl, I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know.
Like,
but anyway.
hence my saying they didn't understand each other as a team yet. So
Agreed.
it was bound to be it was bound to be a wet sock. See that their pairs up work out much better because Hawkgirl would end up going with Green Lantern for other reasons, but still it was a good pairing.
I mean,
Flash
they're
ends
the
up with,
same, but yeah, I hear you though.
more often than not, Flash ends up with a bat because Batman can tell him where to can basically give him the instructions in a way that the Flash can be able to understand. And then
Superman and
usually
John.
Diana, yeah,
Superman is usually with John sometimes.
or with either with John or with Diana.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, after they all split up, yeah, Flash runs in and gets exploded on a sticky bomb, and then GL has to lecture him like he's a disappointed black father.
Yeah, because he said, okay, here's the plan. And Flash is like, no, I thought we were just gonna punch them. You see what I mean? That didn't work out.
Yes.
So
Like how many times? do I
Yeah,
have
and
to
then
tell you?
after that, thingy. So after that, yeah, he gets him out. GL blocks some lasers and whatever.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
blocked some lasers, but couldn't block a nerve gas.
Yeah, which
I
and
was
then
like,
Flash, actually saves GL, which I'm just like, I'd be hella embarrassed. You were just roasting me 2 minutes ago for not
and now
having
I'm
a
carrying
plan.
your ass. I'm carrying your big ass. Because GL is huge. I'm carrying you now.
But can you please explain to me how does your shields repel lasers and not gas?
Hey man,
And the gas made it through the gaps.
they
What
needed
is
something.
anyway?
Anyway, I think that is Superman and Hawkgirl, right?
Yeah, Superman and Hawkgirl was like, "Hey, chill now. Ask questions later.
Yeah,
This is
because
battle
Superman
No,
was
time."
and you
being a
know
bit,
what,
he
Ne?
was
And you
being
know what,
Ah,
Ne? Sometimes I'm
patriarchy
like,
there,
you
eh?
know what? Good on you, because I'm like, good. No, wait, guys. I think it's not. No. After that, it's Wonder Woman,
Oh,
Martian
Batman and
Manhunter, and Batman.
oh.
hmm.
Yeah, and then
No.
Batman is just like,
It starts with them going. It starts with the battle, but it loops back because episode ends with those two.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
The-
you're right. Yeah, and then
the-
basically, the Hawkgirl is like, yeah, we here we slide. On
like,
Thanagar, we slide and we
oh,
ask questions later.
Yeah, it's like
I,
sometimes that
who's the
we need to do the actions first and talk later. You know what I mean? Like
who's the voice actress
I forgot her name.
for
Uh,
Hawkgirl? Because she must have been having the time of her life all the time. Ha! 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 Ha!
She does that throughout the entire series, bro.
the
I'm like,
I
you
wonder why they didn't get her
go
for. I wonder why they didn't get her for America. Yeah. Ha!
I was like, it was so bad because I was expecting those sound effects on the live adaptation in the new Superman movies. Like, come on, where's the ha? I was so
Not
I
even
was so
one,
let
kid.
down. I
Also,
Not
wanted
even
to
one.
she's voiced by Mariah Canals. Yeah, Mariah
Yeah.
Canals. As in a canal.
like some people was like respect, but you could see I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, then we get to Wonder
They
Woman,
get
John,
then
and Batman.
then Superman gets gassed.
Oh, is that where they get gassed? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Superman
Superman
and
is like, are you,
Hawkgirl,
you're always eager to fight, yada, yada, yada. And then I was
which
like,
is
Hawker, hold
another.
on. I will just, and then I'm like, and he's down. Ah, Superman.
No. One, for the fact that the gas works, making always means one thing that always got me going. Superman, you need air? Since since since
Yeah, because I think in the
since
comics
when?
they can live with how does it work? They don't necessarily have to breathe or something, if I remember
I've
correctly.
seen that man.
Kryptonians are kind of strange because here's the thing, right? On Earth, they don't need to eat. They don't even need to sleep.
Yes.
But on Krypton, everybody gets tired. So I don't get it. I've never gotten it.
It's the red sun, I guess. All I all I've always wanted is that like I've seen you in space. I've seen you I've seen you in space for a long
Not
time.
in this universe. In this universe, these
I've seen
guys
you
cannot breathe
here
in
in
space.
space,
Him and
Mike
Martian
G.
Manhunter cannot breathe in space for some reason. In this universe.
Then now you're inhaling gas and passing out.
Uh, like
Yo,
yeah, like in one comic book when Joker tried to gas the UN, you know how Superman dispelled it? He just sucked all the gas into his lungs.
yeah, I
Dude,
breathed it in.
in some iterations, Superman eats bombs. So I don't understand. But
Anyway,
Oh,
Superman is down again
well,
because
he spins the
again
universe
they
out of
cannot
existence.
have
So
him they cannot have him solve the problem, and it
yeah,
gets frustrating to me because I'm like, just solve the problem, but they cannot have him solve the problem. But anyway, he's down,
and
and then
then
it's
Martian Manhunter is the one who delivers the phone call. Superman's
yeah,
down alongside Hawkgirl.
shout out to
Uh,
Carl. Shout out to Carl. I think it's Carl Lamley or Limley, because this is the guy
yeah.
who plays Isaiah Bradley in the Marvel Universe. He's the one who plays the old Captain America, and he was also in a TV series called Mantis. I think it was a superhero TV series as well. So this guy has been in the superhero game for a minute, and that was live action. You know what I mean? So the guy is
Mm.
highly respected in I mean he was also in Supergirl. I think he played Martian Manhunter's dad or something. Even Phil Lamar was in Supergirl. He played a Martian. But that's just by the way.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Anyway, yeah. So after he relays the information, that's when
I think we missed a very crucial point. When they get there in the first place, I think there was like a hole in the on the ceiling or whatever you call that thing, and there was some
Yes.
sun coming in, and then
No, 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 no. That's so what happens initially is John goes to scan and see if he can find an opening. He fails. And then Wonder Woman is like, okay, screw this. It's go time.
Yeah, then we shall make an opening.
Right.
And
Oh,
then
right.
she
Right.
basically flies circle and John Jones is about to help and Batman's like, hey, chill, 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 chill. Let her cook.
Mm,
Let's
right.
see what she can do. And all you hear is Wonder Woman for like 5 seconds, and then she,
Oh, when she used the lasso, yeah, I remember, yeah.
yeah, and then she like takes down.
I almost like this part, like, Hera, give me strength. Good choice of goddess, by the way. I think of all, or rather, good and bad, because we've seen what happens. If you are a baby mama of a god, stay away from Hera. But for every decent, normal person,
This is
Yeah,
Hercules'
like,
you
yeah,
sure?
this is
You
Hercules'
sure?
stepmom.
like
Okay.
I said, if you're Zeus's baby, if you're Zeus's love child,
You
you
remember
go
what she did
really.
to Hephaestus, right? And Hephaestus was her own kid.
She tossed him out of the heavens. I know.
So
Like I said,
all
if you
that
have
Brad
no
did was be born. That's all he
if you have
did.
if you have no relations to her, good choice. She ain't gonna hurt. She ain't gonna hurt you. Of all the fancies, like, you know what? Hera, I'm not related to any of your gods. I haven't done anything with Zeus. I don't know anyone. I just need to be safe for this journey. Is that okay?
I just want to mind my own business, please. That's all I want. To mind my
Look,
damn business.
look, I don't even cheat on my wife. I'm
I
faithful.
pay my
I don't.
taxes, yo.
I pay my taxes.
Yeah, there's a story out there where Hera was wilding and that person did nothing because every Greek god has that story. But anyway,
No, no,
yeah,
no.
so
Harry, you need to give her a reason. I think no, not even he wasn't even innocent because Dionysus lay in a shame. Ooh. No, with Harry, you need to give her a reason.
Hephaestus was just born, dog. Hephaestus was just born, and she was like, "Ew, yeet."
Yes.
I feel like, we really need to do that episode of Greek mythology.
Anyway, okay. Anyway, so yeah, Hera gave me strength, and then she Wonder Woman's a robot into
Wonder
the
Woman.
wall.
Mhm.
I love that. I love that theme song. I've never watched the episode of that show, but I love that theme song.
Shout
But
out to
anyway,
That was
Shout out to
before our
Linda
time.
Carter. Yeah, one of the
That was
hottest
when I was
women on the
getting ready to
planet.
watch Gal Gadot in theater, I ended up doing because I used to do a lot of reaction stuff, and that's how I ended up hearing that song. But anyway, yeah. So
That's already been in my head. Okay, delete.
she throws him into the wall, and
Excuse
then
me,
she's like,
I still
"There's
need to delete. I still need to delete Gal Gadot in my head. Excuse me, just give me a
okay,
moment.
all right,
Kal-El, no. There we
yeah,
go.
okay." So yeah, and then she's like, "There's your opening," and then Batman's like, "Not bad." And you're just like, oh, okay, Bruce Wayne is like he's trying to tone down the Bruce in him because he's just like,
Yes.
hey, like Wally said it out loud. Bruce would have been like, let me get you a house later.
My G, John was probably reading his mind the whole time. So
No, John was the only one in the room who's like, you know what, of
No,
all
he
the two
wasn't, dog.
options.
You know why? He was trying to, and then you just had static, and he turned to him and he's like, Tibetan monks, let's get back on mission.
Yeah. Focus on your job.
anyway,
No,
What?
not even static. Not even static. He was getting a Windows error sound. Boom, boom, boom.
you remember that? Ding, 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 like,
Yeah.
or he was just hearing for 5 minutes because I'm Batman.
Anyway,
I got it. What he had was the number you have dialed is unavailable at present. Please.
Please
and
try
in
again.
Alfred's voice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they get in there and then they're running around fighting the aliens and all of that
And then he
stuff.
gets the phone call that, oh, oops, Superman's down.
Yeah.
What do we do? Oh, and that's on also when Batman notices these people don't really like the sun that much.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
when he notices it.
And I like
Or
And
that it was
shadows.
then,
a show don't tell situation.
Yeah, it's a show,
yeah,
don't tell.
Oh,
They
that was a good
he
piece
when
of
didn't say
writing.
anything to anybody. He just saw it.
that that's also a piece of media literacy. Remember, we are not back then when they didn't think we were all idiots.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they're fighting the aliens, and John Jones breaks down that they need to get the crystal thing and whatever, and like they're trying to fight, and Wonder Woman and John Jones all of a sudden are struggling. So Batman has to whip out a special batarang because they were just like, yeah, you still need to remember that I'm here.
No, I need a distraction. He threw a normal. I don't care how. I looked at that scene so many times. That batarang is normal size, but it managed to cut down a steel pipe this huge in one swing. I was like, what was it
Better
multiplying?
lungs, mom.
I mean,
No, and then also he throws an explosive batarang, and I'm like, it was so small. That thing was like C4. I was like, you walk around with that in your belt, Batman?
that explosion was huge. That can't be
Wait, is
C4.
this why Jean also took out two guys?
No, I'm just like, people want Batman to kill people in Gotham. He's got a little walking armory. He throws that dead
Batman,
body parts everywhere.
Batman will protect. Batman will look as far as I've learned. Batman will protect people, humans, and some pets, some animals.
Oh, aliens, no chance.
Aliens are off the reservation. The only alien that gets a free pass is if it
It's
looks
Superman.
somewhat humanoid, aka Superman.
Yeah.
And sometimes not even then, because he was willing
Not
to
even
blow up
then.
the whole of Apocalypse. And Granny Goodness just looks like a granny. So Batman was like, well, this is not Earth. Try me,
Yeah,
dark
no,
side.
I will need this planet.
Anyway, so yeah, he throws it with one swing, Tibetan monk style. It cuts the thing. Wonder Woman even has to heave ho and struggles a little bit. Batman got a
No,
clean cut.
Batman got a clean cut.
Mm.
And then John Jones goes in there, he throws that guy, he takes the thing, and then he like freezes for 5 seconds and they shoot him. And I'm like, John, you're in
Do
the battle
something.
scenario. Phase.
You've been
Wait.
and
This is after he took out the two guys, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And they shoot him
No,
in the
but
shoulder. And I'm like, yo,
no, what pissed me off, because if you go and continue his origin story, that man has been knowing war for well over 500 plus
Yeah.
years. I'm sorry, your battle
no,
tactics should have
this
been much more
episode
polished.
says, no, this episode says he's known war for
For
thousands of
centuries.
years and whatever,
Mm.
Yeah,
for centuries. Like to the point where he was the last survivor of a last ditch effort.
yes.
But this is how you roll? These are your moves? Like, yo,
Zona,
Martian. Uh-huh.
It's starting to sound like an episode of Rebel Moon. Like, hey man,
if
guys, come on.
if this is how you fight, I can see how those aliens won this war.
You know, despite the
I
many mistakes that we're witnessing, this is still more hella entertaining than some of the nonsense we're still watching.
Yeah, seen today. Like I could watch this. I could
No,
rewatch.
look,
I
there's
am
a lot of good
rewatching it.
stuff about this. Look, there's a lot of good stuff about this, no lie, but it's just also there's stuff that you can poke fun at because the next episode, episode 3, because remember how this
Bro,
episode ends is that they're trying to get out, or whatever, or they're trying to run away. So Wonder Woman makes it, Martian Manhunter makes it, Batman gets trapped behind, and he tries to get it, he
Yeah.
tries to get out or
Yeah.
whatever, and
and
then
then
the
they're like, it's
episode
too
is like
late.
it's too late,
Batman's
and then
dead.
you just hear explosion, like you hear bullets, and then Wonder Woman is like, no,
Hera, help
and then
us.
it's the end of the episode.
Hey,
Hera,
hurry
help
up.
us! And
I'm sorry. I've watched, even when I first watched it as a kid back then, I didn't believe for a
oh hell
second
no,
that
it's
Batman's dead.
Batman!
Back
There's
of
no way they're
all of
killing
them,
I fell for
Batman.
it. I fell for
I
it.
would sooner
I fell
believe
Ah,
for it.
they
no. The thing is, he had the animated series. He was the like the thing is, there was
He
too
is.
much bad
He's the Iron
content.
Man of this universe.
Like I'm saying, there was too much bad content. There is no way Batman just gets taken out by a random
Hey, bro,
alien.
he was their cash cow, dog. There's no way.
No, to the point where he opens the intro of the Justice League. In the opening, it's Batman throwing a batarang in Gotham. Like they know. So anyway, I love it because everybody's like Batman is okay. So we go into episode 3. Everybody's like, Batman's gone, or whatever. And then they kind of have to deal with what's going on and all of that stuff. And I think they all kind of get defeated because Superman and Hawk Girl were like brainwashed or whatever.
It was not them. It was clones.
Yeah.
Oh, it was clones. Yeah, it was
It was
clones.
clones, and then there was more gas that took them out. And then Wonder Woman is like, GL, use your force field. And then he's like, I can't. Like he was already, he had already inhaled too much of the gas and he was passing out. Then they
Yes.
all wake up and discover that. And
Wake
this
up.
is where I was asking myself why Superman isn't using his laser because, hello?
Or why isn't he just busting out like I don't care.
You
Like I
can
don't care how
move.
hey, Flash, why don't you just
Why don't you
vibrate
just vibrate?
if it's a solid material?
Diana, you're literally part goddess.
John, you
You
can
can shape
phase.
shift.
Phase.
John, you can
Just
phase.
get out of there.
No, I think these are things that John was telepathically telling guys, just play along. Relax.
Also,
Goddess.
GL, they didn't take your ring, my guy. You
Your
had
ring
to
was
cut
there.
both
You couldn't
out.
Like
just.
you can still imagine like imagine a saw or imagine a hacksaw or
Yeah,
imagine a sword or something.
or a laser. Like,
And you can't tell me that they can't do that. I've seen literally one person was one of the Green Lanterns was really tied up by what's the name? What's those people with the heart?
what the heart? The Star Sapphires.
Star Sapphires, yes. One of them tied a Green Lantern up like this, and then he literally pulled fingers from the thing and made himself into into a little used made he constructed a pair of hands that made those that into a little rope game thing between
Oh yeah.
each other's
Oh,
fingers. I'm like, you can do that without you having to point your ring at something. You don't need
the violet. Is it
Anyway,
the violet lanterns or whatever they are?
Star Sapphires or
yeah.
whatever they're called.
I
Because
think
The
they are
leader
called the
is the
Violet
leader is Star
Lanterns.
Sapphire, but I think they call themselves
yes.
Yeah.
the violet or the purple lanterns or
Yeah, I think they're the Purple Lanterns. But anyway, and then in the most Batman fashion, John Jones is like, wait, no. Well, first off and foremost, they single out Martian Manhunter, and they're like, yeah. So
I mean they
what are you
also
hiding?
yes, they also show us the Imperium,
They
right? The
Yeah, they
big
show us the
bad.
Imperium, which is a big purple blob, and then it's like, where? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? And then whatever, and it's like, are you
No,
scared? What?
first and foremost, shout out to the voice actor who's funny enough the same voice actor as Brainiac in the in Justice League 3,
Oh,
Injustice Gods Among Us
okay.
Oh,
2. Same guy
okay.
who happens to be one of my favorite characters in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Wei Yun. That guy's always been a fascinating character, a
Yeah.
fascinating actor. Anyway, a shout out to his performance, but the lines were so weak. What the hell? Like, my guy, kneel before me. Kneel. You must kneel. Like, why are you so fascinated about having the last Martian bow before you? You killed everyone else. I'll be thinking, like, if I was, okay, maybe I've spent too much time with Frieza, but if I saw the last Martian in front of me, I'm like, ew, get this cockroach away from me.
Hmm.
Yeah, that cockroach was a hard R. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what's this?
But the things that the Imperium was doing to Jean was just
Hey dog, hey,
disgusting.
on certain websites, that's a thing people like, and
Yeah.
it's just like, whoa,
Yeah.
Because even
Yeah,
Flash
yeah.
was like, like, oh no, not yet.
No,
Yet.
this is tentacly
yeah. So anyway, yeah.
like
So
if
yeah, he
you
says I will not
the,
bow to you or whatever, and then the Imperium tries to shock him and absorb him into him, you know. make John Jones go into it. Okay, whoa, pause. Whoa.
I didn't say
But
it.
he
Don't
made
look at
him
me.
he made him
Don't look
transform
at
into his true
me.
Martian form, dog. That's how bad it was.
Whoa, it shocked him into. Okay, let me not continue let me stop what I'm saying. Anyway,
I hate the fact that you looked at me as if I was the one saying this.
No, he wanted you to complete the sentence.
No, I was like, I was not playing this part. Like I am. Can the color be
what
done for
happened to
today?
one in the collar? I thought we were
I
supposed to
know.
be a team. What
I feel
happened?
like not
So
today.
so
Not
today's the
today.
episode where it doesn't happen? That's
I
interesting.
fought it. Like I told you, I spent time with the Tibetan monks for this very reason.
Okay.
My training is almost complete.
Okay. Let's continue this.
Anyway, so yeah, and then John screams now, and Batman comes from the top rope out of nowhere, and you're just like, wait, how did you
Undetected.
survive the hail of bullets?
He dives
Undetected.
in Bona. That was what's his name?
Not all.
Did he turn into Rorschach from Watchmen? I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with
Yes.
me. I'm Batman.
So the way
At that
John
moment, we're
explains it,
supposed
it
to
seems
have
like he made Bruce seem invisible to those guys at that time. But those guys still shot. So even if
they
he
shot each
seemed
other.
invisible, they should have shot him.
No, they shot. He must have astro projected a corpse.
Yeah.
Like he made them shoot each other or something like that.
Or he's like, the Justice League is not here. It's time to use my actual abilities. And then he like Tibetan monk starts bending bullets.
Yes.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense.
No, he turned. What's this? He turned into Chen Sun Fung. Tai Chi grows out of nothing.
Also,
Deflect.
I think they missed an opportunity to have them have like inhibitor collars or something, because that would have made more sense.
What would
Why
have
they
made
were
more
not able
sense.
to
But
get out of that trap.
spoiler alert, they do use it. They do kind of use it later on, I think. I'm not sure.
Inhibitor collars, not in
Or
this.
another invading force.
Hey, so many invasions, so little time. Anyway, Batman
anyway,
comes out of nowhere and then he's like, now, and Batman's figured out
he-
how to reverse
To
the
reverse the
polarity
iron.
of this entire
Wait.
thing.
Yeah.
wait, he dives down from a rope from out of nowhere,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
He crashes in a Stone Cold Steve Austin style.
Eh.
And then, oh my God, it's the Batman! And he before everybody's freaking
Where's
out.
Jerry when
we need him?
Reverse
Where's Jerry when
engineering.
we need him?
My God, my
Oh my
God,
God,
that
he's
is
reversed the
humanity.
polarity. He reversed the crystal. He reversed the crystal.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Jerry, man.
Then
Yeah.
the intelligence is like, no, to destroy the crystal. Nope. Too late. It's got a impenetrable force field for some reason that Batman somehow will also learn how to work the technology. Give
Yeah,
Batman enough prep
Batman.
time. Give
Yeah,
Batman enough prep
Batman.
time. He will save the universe.
Yeah,
He will
Batman.
He will remake the universe and give God notes.
He
That's
took it.
with enough prep time.
He looked at that dog and he's like, and I took that personally. So I found a way to end your entire race.
This race, like what?
That's that person.
You will from now until the end of time, you'll fear the name Batman.
It's like, because some of those guys are dead. Like, I was just like, how Batman, then there's no kill rule. I remember what happened.
It's aliens.
And it's
They
like,
don't
it doesn't
count.
apply to aliens.
You know, the aliens and robots and
Meanwhile, you have Superman and Martian Manhunter there and Hawkgirl, and I'm sure they're like,
and Diana and all of them.
so these
No,
aliens,
Diana
as
is
long
the
as
Earth
they're
thing,
not
so
us,
she's
Yeah,
safe.
that's what you
true that.
mean?
But it's just like, yeah, the three aliens are like, so we come from other planets. Would you?
Don't worry, you got your papers.
I know your government names.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you've been naturalized citizens of Earth. You fall under the no kill rule. Your
You
friends,
do.
though, I don't
Your
know.
friends though.
Anyway,
I'll clip
oh
some
yeah, he
Thanagarian
reverses
wings
the
in
is
a
it the
heartbeat.
iron charge or whatever it was. I reversed
Yeah.
the charge.
and it basically all the cyanide back in. Also, shout out to this gigantic spaceship that comes out of nowhere. This third act was reminding me of all the most dumbest things. I thought all these aliens were frozen in place inside the spaceship. Now it turns out no, there's this big ass thing, mothership that's the size of, I don't know, the state of Texas.
Mhm.
That lands there, and there's this premium intelligence who's been, I don't know, chilling this whole time for centuries, waiting for his meal to get ready.
You mean the Imperium?
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Imperium.
Imperium.
Mm. Yeah.
Before we continue, it turns out Senator What, who was trying
So
to
He
that's
get
was
what.
that,
also an alien, yeah.
he's also an alien. Can you explain for me, for 50 marks, this entire time that senator has not been out in the sun?
No.
This entire time,
I know it makes no
all these
sense.
years,
It makes no sense. But
all
yeah,
these years, that senator's been sitting in the dark.
he's been having meetings with people at night only because he's nocturnal.
And
Like
everybody's just
ever,
like, you don't see the sun, my guy, ever. Like,
Ever?
you don't.
like ever since I came from space, I always liked seeing the night sky. It just reminds me of where I've
There's
been
no way,
when in
dude. There
space.
must have been
What the?
you could have cut a ribbon somewhere at some local library or something. You're
I
telling
was every time I was thinking about
No,
No,
like
no,
how
I
did you run? How did you run for political office and not be in the sun? You have to give
yeah, like
speeches in the daytime.
your president, your rallies were at night. I
I understand if they told us that those disguises were like meat suits that will protect you from the sun or
Yeah, but
something.
he also gets cooked by the sun, so it doesn't
yeah,
have
But
to be.
that's exactly
unless
what gets me going. Like,
unless that astronaut was already rallying before the events of the series or something. I don't
He
know.
can't. You
But the
can't be running
timeline
for
doesn't make
political
sense to
office
me.
and be an astronaut, dog. Those are
That's why
two
I'm saying the
separate
timeline
fields.
doesn't make sense to me. Like when they were on that planet, right? Or on the moon, I forgot where they were. When did that happen?
Mars.
On
They were
Mars,
on
did that
Mars.
happen 20 years ago, 10 years ago? Because they didn't specify when that happened.
And
So
what did they figure out that
timeline
this person's gonna be aging, so they're gonna age along with him? Got his styling to give it so many
makes no
questions.
sense to me. I don't know. I really don't
It's one
know.
of those things. But then shout out to the third act. The sunlight hits the big ass
The
blob.
Imperium.
The biggest Z. It's a talking Z, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Isn't that
Yeah,
what Flash
and
said?
then everybody
Like,
finally gets active, and it's just and it's like, yo, you guys have to remind us, Batman started this universe because technically he saved the day.
he did.
He saved the day
Hmm.
again.
And then you're
Oh,
just like all these powers, and Batman saves the day. Why? Because I'm Batman.
yeah, no, we are
Well, basically, him and John saved the day. But John was more like Vegeta and the Cell Saga in this situation than Gohan.
at the same time, suddenly Batman trusts this man with his plan. They thought of like Batman. I'm gonna let everyone know. I'm gonna psychically blind keep you. I'm gonna give you psychic ninja powers to put your self abilities on an 11, so nobody
And
can
he's like,
detect you.
John, what are you talking about? I can already do that. I've been doing it the whole time. Like
I'm
what?
standing right behind you.
Anyway, so yeah, he sets them free and then all hell breaks loose.
No, it's how they set each other
And
free. And once again, those laser, those heat visions are the weakest heat visions I've ever seen in my entire
Oh,
life.
same, bro. Weak.
no, I mean, look, if he's trying to reserve energy, fine. But I'm like, why don't you just blast that at the Imperium intelligence and see what happens?
Yeah, well,
The only
Sometimes
time
they have
this
properties.
the only time this made sense to me, which it's still dumb, it still wouldn't have made sense. I was thinking it's because this was happening at night. But Superman has been defeating a lot of enemies at night at peak power.
No,
So
his
no,
powers
it's not a
don't work
something.
that way. They store in a battery. He's supposed to be like a long running battery. So just swing, Chief. Just swing. Just fire laser.
one, he's also his breath freezes things to the core, to the bone. There's
I was
so many
like,
things.
if John Jones told Superman you need to destroy that core, he could just look at it and it's destroyed.
Anyway,
And I think maybe because also, here's another thing also what wanted to add in defense of John, of Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter, for as powerful as what hasn't been really been that famous compared to the other characters.
mhm.
Let's be honest, many people get introduced to Martian Manhunter thanks to this show.
Yes.
True.
So they never understood the true depths of his powers, of what he can actually do, because though people who knew him, who read his comics or whatever from back in the day, knew that this person could have turned into a gigantic pterosaur and squashed this spaceship with one thought, with one squeeze, but um literally could have turned himself into Godzilla. But
They could have. But anyway,
we're introduced to this character, so we don't know much about him. All we got to see from his abilities, he could face the people, he can change his
Oh, but that's
disguise.
another thing. The phasing thing. He was knocking people out by phasing through them. I'm like, bro, fly around the room and phase through everybody. See what happens.
KO.
anyway,
But anyway, so and then this what is called it, the Imperium.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
it starts boiling in the
it
sun,
starts
and he's
boiling,
like,
and then
you
it
like to
decides, you know
hide in
what?
the ground.
Then he decides, no, I'm leaving this planet. So he knocks John out by tentacling him out one last time, and um,
John
as
died.
he's trying, well, he passes out. I don't know
Oh
if he
no,
dies.
sorry, not John. I'm talking about the astronaut. What's his name again?
Yeah, the astronaut is like,
Arthur.
take me with you. Like, let go of me, you insect. Cease.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not the actual astronaut, it's the alien, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the alien,
he
but
basically he basically he basically scrawled.
mm,
He pretended to be that astronaut because the astronaut died on Mars, so he just took his.
yeah. I also appreciate the fact, you see, this I just saw this later part, or this entire arc. I just saw as much as he was taking notes, especially about the Skrull invasion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, so disguise, and then have heroes try and persuade the civilian population to surrender, and
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
anyway,
yeah.
and then yeah, after that, then they beat the aliens back. Superman finally gets to throw a punch and toss somebody.
Mhm.
and
And yeah, then basically they stand in the as the sun comes, they stand over
mm,
the things, and the planet is saved.
I'm
Well, I
still
mean,
pissed off.
shout out to
No,
the
no.
women because they destroyed the alien ship.
Yeah, the women are like, you ain't leaving here up until I tell you. This is what happens. They should have learned about Earth women. You don't walk away from them in an argument, especially the farther they move away from being
Get back here.
the proximity to the. Okay, I'm not gonna say something racist, but I've noticed the the more melanated they are, the crazier they behave.
Yeah. Anyway, they destroyed
When
the
they're
alien.
angry, you don't walk away from your mom's when she's yelling at you. Like, I'm done here. Where do you think you're going?
Yeah.
Listen to you. You break down that door right in front of you. Like, I'm not done talking to you, young man. Get back out here.
I mean, there's also
Get
two things I
over
think
here.
we didn't mention. Batman, the reason Batman suspected something in the first place, for him to even be at that lab in the first episode, to be at Wayne Tag Research Center, was because there was some signal that went off, I think,
Yes.
um, that alerted him that there must have been something happening out in outer space. And then I think one of them asked why this hasn't been made public, and I think Green Lantern said some pencil pusher in the Pentagon decided
Yes.
not to make it public. So obviously the media catches the wind of this, and which is Snapper Car. He does mention that the Earth is saved, But his concern now is what would happen should there be another invasion.
Well, I mean, that's the general. The general has a whole thing where he's like, what if they come back?
Oh,
Yeah,
the black guy, yeah. And
we need our nukes back. Damn it, what the hell?
yeah, because he was not happy with Superman at all, actually, because I think there was an earlier scene where he's mentioned something about Superman was supposed to help us, but he's not helping us or something like
Ukuphi?
that. Mm.
Where is he?
So obviously when Batman heard
Where
this,
is
he's
he
like,
now?
I wonder which funds I can access from Wayne Tech to build this thing, and the auditors will not be able to see where the funds went.
No, that came out from the personal Wayne funds or whatever, dog.
But I still
There
don't
was
get,
some night.
how that thing was built. How was that thing built? Because he didn't build it
That quick.
that quick.
That quick.
And who built it? Because that person had to be discreet. It can't just
Alfred,
be
dog.
him and Lucius Fox.
Alfred figured it out, dog. Alfred
No
just
way.
hemmed a hemmed.
It was Lucius Fox.
By himself?
He made a deal with Constantine.
Oh no, Tibetan monks, Chief. Bruce Wayne spun the block. He was like, "My masters, I'm in need of your assistance," and they started throwing metal parts into the space. The Tibetan monks.
That's insane.
Like you know the way Shifu threw those tiles at Tigress in the first Kung Fu Panda movie.
Yeah.
That's how the monks threw those things into outer space. It takes years for you to build a spaceship, to build to master building a space station.
Let's train more, Bruce.
Unless he paid Zatanna or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing that pissed me the F off, I'm sorry. Yes, you beat the main bad guy and you brought it back down and everything. You just stand there and let this big ass spaceship fly away?
That's why the women were like, hell no.
No, the woman brought down the escape pod for the
escape pod, yeah. But they didn't take down the big
the big mothership. They just let it fly away. I would be like, and then
what if they get reinforcements? Are y'all dumb?
Yeah, dog. Come back here. We're not done talking.
This is why you need a Vegeta in every team. Vegeta was gonna kill each and every one of them. Vegeta does not play, no trace, Chief.
No, wait, you have to hope he's weakened. He's in his weakened state and he can kill them. Because if he's stronger, then you have a problem.
Yeah, if he's feeling himself, you're screwed. But if you know,
I remember when Kakarot landed on the scene after he watched the Ginyu Force. Vegeta was like, kill, die, dead.
Yeah. Even with Majin Buu, he wanted to kill Majin Buu after they killed Buu, bro, Kid Buu. So Goku's like, nah, fam. It's like, nigga. What is this nigga?
I just love it. He's like, these people are warriors, Kakarot. They don't have to win. They can take your child and hold him hostage.
Yeah.
It's one of my big reasons why I one of the few times I agree with Vegeta when it came to how casually he's treating Frieza in Super. Because Vegeta was like, thanks to your stupidity, Frieza's back. So we need to train and get stronger because I know for a fact Frieza's not gonna let things slide.
Yeah.
No, but that's the other problem with like Vegeta and Super, and I hate it. It's like, why don't you do it then? You obviously want to kill Frieza, like 100% impunity.
I would have gone.
Honestly speaking, that's the main reason I hated Resurrection F. Because I felt like that was his moment to actually finally just kill Frieza.
No, but I'm also saying when Frieza joins the team, and whatever, Vegeta's just letting it happen. And I'm like, why?
The literal oppressor of your people.
But I think
you can't tell me you can't find another fighter. You can't tell me that Piccolo can't train and get stronger. You can't tell me that they can't find somebody.
I would have sooner resurrected Cell.
No ways.
No, here's the problem. Here's the thing with Cell. Cell is sneaky when he loses. When he's winning, he's honorable. Frieza is sneaky throughout. If Frieza
And
knows he can't beat you,
That's why I
if
think
Frieza knows
more
for
villain for me.
no, and Cell has a kill count in the millions. Don't forget the thing he did. He literally ate an entire city. But Frieza has wiped out planets
Planets.
for shits and gigs. Not even like at least
no, and
Cell
the
was
thing is also,
eating.
and the thing is also, like, Cell will follow rules. Like when Goku said, "Stand here for 9 days. We got a tournament. We're coming." Cell stood there. Tell that to Frieza.
How dare you speak to me like that, you monkey?
Monkey. Hello, monkey. Hello, lizard.
But anyway,
Fucking
point being
lizard.
is that I don't know why they let the ship go off into space. But they had to aura farm. This was they had trained with they trained with Piccolo.
In all fairness, I think the ladies deserve a break on that one because they just did what they did. The niggas had to do something. You know what I mean? Like
It's like all that was missing was for Superman and Batman and John Jones' cape to flap in the wind, and the aura farming would have been complete.
At that point in time, that's sort of one of those moments where I could understand where the line Kal-El no would have come from. Because I was expecting Gal Gadot to be Kal-El, no!
At least
Kal-El, no!
Green Lantern should have said, guys, I need to go and speak to the council and report this matter and see whether we can locate this alien ship and see where it comes from. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you get there and then somebody's like, I'm on lunch. The system is down.
If it was written by the Young Justice guys, that's exactly what would have happened. It would have been an intergalactic issue. But anyway.
Anyway, because I think it's a nice way of saying that these heroes believe in protecting the Earth, but not in genocide, I guess.
No, I'm not saying that they have to kill every alien, but capture them. Don't let them go. You just
find out more about them, their history, their motive, all of that.
Reverse engineer the technology, at least level up, humans. Okay. Moving on.
Anyway,
and that's what Batman did. He took all of that stuff to the Batcave.
Yeah.
The Watchtower, everybody's at the Watchtower, and they're like, why are we here?
And it's like, and when did he build it? Hey, Batman.
He's been building it.
He's like, yeah, no, I know Superman's about to mess up and think he can protect the Earth. Let me just get this thing ready now.
And then Superman is like, so Batman, aren't your stakeholders gonna be questioning you on this?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. First of all, why is everybody asking? Okay, can you ask this question? It's a very important question. Does everybody there know that Batman is Bruce Wayne?
No, they don't.
So how did they know? So who asked him, how did you afford this space station?
Superman did.
Oh, so he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, Superman knows.
Okay. I was like, because
when they had their first crossover episode, Superman just scans Batman's face and he's like Bruce Wayne.
Yes, I know. Like,
and then Batman is just like, "Oh, is that how we play?
Is that how it goes? Like, is that
okay? I will follow you, nigga.
I will see you in your house.
I see where you sleep.
Wanda, that man was like on the Batwing on the flight home. He was calling Alfred. Where's that man? They used his X-ray vision on me. I'm gonna find it really live. Master Wayne, look, I really had a checking his eyes. I already know. Oh, son of a bitch, this guy's Clark Kent. Guess who? Guess what? Guess who's gonna buy?
And the thing is, Batman forever took that personally because whenever he was around Lois, he was flexing just to make Superman upset.
I'm sure he was clapping those cheeks super hard because the supersonic hearing would reach Superman's ears. You know what I'm saying?
The moment he's like, what? You know what? Guess who's got controlling? Who suddenly has controlling interest on the Daily Planet? That's right. I'll pay his rent. What building does he own? Which flat? Where is he playing? Where is he renting this building? What? Guess who owns it?
Let's just say it's a good thing. It's a good thing Bruce is not Doom, because this would have turned very, bad.
Oh
This
my
would have been a
god.
Man,
bad.
No,
and
I'm saying there's an episode where they teamed up where it's Lex and Joker and all of that stuff, and they had teamed up or whatever.
yes,
And at the end
no,
of it,
no.
Superman tells Batman, thanks, without you, I couldn't have saved Lois. And Batman is like, I'm aware of that. And he like
Yes.
shoots his grappling hook and he like flies off into
Oh,
space.
I remember.
And then like somebody in the comment section killed me because I remember I was watching a clip of this and somebody in the comment section killed me. It's like, Master Wayne, at this height or whatever, your arm socket will get torn off. I should come lower. It's like, no, she's still looking. She's still looking, Alfred. I
Yes.
have to. And then someone in the other, and then another comment made me laugh. It's like, no, Batman figured out aura dynamics.
Little
No.
monks.
You had to,
And then,
you had
and
to
then,
aura farm as he left.
and then, speaking of that series, let's start off with the fact that Lois Lane figured out who Batman was.
Yeah, she did.
But couldn't figure out
Girl
who
couldn't
Superman
figure
was.
out who Superman is. I was like,
You see, that's what happened when the writing is inconsistent. You can't tell me that she's the top journalist, but she doesn't figure things out that quickly. But anyway,
No,
so
the
this is
man
where the
she kisses in
conversation
the
is going
face
on.
is dribbling her, and she's a Pulitzer Prize winner. Houseway.
Anyway, so the gang is like they're just having a conversation. They don't know why they're there to begin with. This is when Superman basically just makes that whole speech about, look, I thought I was gonna be the only one that would be able to save the planet, but I realized that I was wrong. And in situations like these, we need to team up and yeah, try to save the world as often as we can and all of that. And so Flash is like, what are we? Some sort of Super Friends, which is an homage to the Super Friends show. And Superman is like, no, like a Justice League.
Yeah.
Flash is like,
Look,
you realize how corny that sounds?
Yeah, it was quarter 2, so what are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
Yeah, but this happened before, thank God.
No, the difference is that in that movie, they say Suicide Squad like 50 times, and that's when you get annoyed and you're like, oh my God. Here
Yeah.
they say it once, so and it's Superman, and he's allowed to be a little bit corny. So
Yeah.
that's why it kind of works.
So yeah, everybody joins except for Batman. Batman is like, I'm not really a people's person, but when you need help, and you will.
Bro,
Give me
you
a call.
joined. You're on the team. Stop it. You're
So
paying
no,
for the
why did you build the tower
no,
then?
no. I wanted to say that. I wanted to say it, and then sort of like, I'm only asking this on an official capacity, Bruce. You already got the name on the title deed.
What
So
the-
you want us to
own
pay
the-
rent?
you
Wait,
own
you
the
want us to pay
tower.
the electricity bill of this place? Like,
Like, how do I afford this?
the levy and sanitation of the watchtower is on us? Nah, fam.
The municipality bill, dog.
Yo,
Oh, wow.
put Oliver Queen on the phone. This is
Nah,
not
nothing to offer.
No, dog. Oliver Queen has looked at the bills for that tower and he said, nah. Nigga.
Oliver's like, you did what? Nah. Click.
Before, I wouldn't be surprised if Oliver Queen already knows and he'd have dropped the phone. It's like, I know, I saw it, I don't care, I'm not involved.
I'm not involved. No.
That's
No,
exactly.
dog. I'm sorry. Queen Enterprises have seen
Nah.
flames because of Wayne Industries. Like, like,
You know, it would
like,
have been interesting when you see the superhero even go as far as to talk to Vandal Savage, Lex Luthor, Simon Stagg.
his hat in hand begging billionaires like, hey dog, Batman. Oh, I remember this funny scene. Before we close this out, I just remember this funny scene where I think it's Justice League. It's the one, not is it Babel or Justice League?
Tower of Babel,
not
eh?
Tower of Babel. I forgot what the animated thing was called.
Doom.
But
Justice League
anyway.
Doom.
Oh yeah, it was Justice League Doom, and basically, the people were kicking Batman out of the league, and he's like, I don't need to be in the league, and it's like, first
I don't
off, you're still
belong.
paying the bill, dog. Yeah. So somebody in the comment section was just like, what's this? If I was Batman, it's like, all right, Batman, you're out of the league, and he's like, okay, and then he sits down.
Yeah, get
He's
out
like,
of yeah,
"Look, my
get out of
tower."
my place. Then.
Get out
Yeah.
of my place.
Yeah, Vaya, like get out of my place.
One of my favorite comments was like, kick me out, kick me out. Who you think
And now on
bankrolled
house,
this? Look under the table. It says Wayne Tech. Look in the drawers. It says Wayne Tech. Look at your underwear. It says Wayne Tech. Get the hell out of my property.
Bruh, it should have been that Norman Osborn reaction. I started this company. What are you talking about? Like, you cannot find.
do you know how much I've sacrificed for this?
No, it's like, Batman is like, I'm fire then. You don't have a tower anymore. Go have Justice League under the water. No, I
Yeah, I feel
love
like
it. But that's the thing.
and
Batman is such a team player,
Livio,
even though he's so I'm all alone, he still paid the bill for the tower to function.
leave your memberships on your way out. Like,
Yeah, put your membership card down there. Which brings me to the question. You see, one of the few things I've always wondered about this particular Justice League show, which they answered in later versions, like in Teen Titans, they've got a teleporter and stuff like that.
boom tube.
Here, here they literally have to go into a spaceship and fly.
They have to fly, man. That's why this was so good. As much as this writing is strong, you can tell that there's some things that they didn't think about. That's why I like Young
Yeah,
Justice so much. It's like they fixed some of these
yeah.
issues.
Yeah, but then
Glaring
other
pro-
seasons came and they just started dropping the ball, and you're like, what
No,
happened,
no.
guys?
Just forget season 3 and 4. Just season 1 and 2.
Whenever Clarion was just an agent of chaos and not necessarily pivotal part of
Yeah.
some nonsensical bullshit. Whenever there was the light involved, and the light was the biggest
Those are
problem,
the first
that was
ones.
good writing.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
I just want to say, yeah, so they realize that John is not there, and Superman basically finds him and just convinces him and tells him, dude, we know we're not going to replace your family on Mars, but you have a new family here on Earth. So we got you, bro.
And good kind of para writing, because Superman technically for now
Is
is the last Kryptonian.
Oh, yes. So
So it's like it's him, and also he's technically still an alien, even though he's a human, so he can help John
Yes,
reintegrate.
but the team
that's the thing.
dynamics in this show were horrible. Like, you could clearly tell that John Stewart is like the unofficial second in command here. Superman, by his influence and also coming up with the fact that, I mean, he's the one that created this team. Even though
On paper.
John called them, but he created the team. But man, their roles are just so they're ambiguous and vague, and
Yeah, you can see
they lack
it's still the
tact.
beginning phases.
Yeah,
This is that's what I like. It's still a mess. It's still a beginning thing. They haven't got a structure going on. There's no CFO. There's no who's
Nothing.
doing shift. It's just when the world really needs us, we'll guess you just get us some speed dial, I guess. Yeah,
Exactly.
sure. And then they also didn't think that by doing something like this, they don't expect that people who have been invested against them would also want to do something in
Like the
response to this,
Injustice
because
League.
what the hell?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because imagine now, if Lex Luthor, you've been nurturing your rage boner at Superman for decades, and then you find out Superman is no longer just by himself. We've got a couple of friends equally as powerful, equally as dangerous, and on top of that, they're all working together with Batman, and you know for a fact that Batman is a problem because Batman is willing to do things that Superman will never do.
Yep.
No, I love that episode where Joker is like, give me $1 million and I'll kill Superman or whatever. And it's like, you struggle with Batman and he's a mere mortal. What can you do? And Joker's like, you don't know Batman, do you? And then that night, Batman is in his house.
In his house.
Backhands, what's this? Backhands
that
Mercy
woman.
Graves.
Backhand.
I love it.
You know that-
The hammer of justice is unisex.
I'm sorry.
And it's like,
That-
I'm
you know-
looking at it, it's like, you have answers. I need answers. And Lex is like, oh yeah, but I'm not.
One. It was one. The one character. Who's the name of that woman of the Suicide Squad? The one.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is the only person that shows just how scary Batman is, because there was a time where he broke into her house, and after he left, you could see her shaking like.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
and
there was an
it's after
episode.
she
There was an
actually broke
episode
down
like
how
there.
powerful the Justice League is. It's like, no, no, we are protecting ourselves from you guys. We are the good guys.
No, I remember there was this episode where there was a missile headed for a thing. It was headed for an island and was going to kill a lot of people. And Batman, obviously, Batman up to go and get it or whatever. And he like picks up the phone and he's like, "Call off the missile." And Amanda's like, "How did you even get this number?"
Damn it, wanna call it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
look,
so
it was nice to go down memory lane because I remember watching this as a kid. I still
yeah,
had
that's
questions
also
for Superman. Batman was still my favorite, so Batman was shining. Even
uh,
though now, as an adult, I'm like, how did he dodge those bullets? Even if they can make him invisible, the bullets still unless he jumped over the bullets. But okay, sharp.
Mm.
The other characters also are kind of nerfed because I mean, Wonder Woman also has that thing of where she's like doing fine against a group of people, and then somehow she gets dizzy a little bit later in the episode, and you're like, what happened?
Mm.
Yeah, Superman got nerfed to the nth degree, and I'm not even a Superman fan, but come on, guys. And
yeah.
yeah, but anyway, still great voice acting. It was nice to hear Kevin Conroy again, RIP. Tim Daly as Superman, right?
No, it's George Newbern. Tim Daly was busy doing a series called The Fugitive, which is based on a movie,
Oh,
but yeah, he didn't
oh,
come back for that.
Was Tim Daly the original, right?
Yeah, the original. Superman, the animated series, that's him.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy didn't do a bad job either,
No, no,
I
he
guess.
didn't. He actually does sound like Tim Daly a bit.
You see,
Yeah, so
this is the level of care you would expect voice actors who should have put on when they were dubbing anime back in the day. But I always find it always pisses me off when you think Batman and them had the premium level voice over acting that you could possibly imagine. And then it came at the same time where if you listen to the voice actors dub over things like Dragon Ball Z, okay, not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z is sort of possible,
no,
but
Dragon Ball Z is amazing. I will,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
no,
perfect.
But I okay, I was about to say something that's gonna break your heart, but the Naruto, some of the Naruto dubbing was just awful.
No, it was. It was. Not all of it was great. But I just
Yeah,
want to
I
say,
know it hurts. I know
just
it hurts. I know. No, no. I'm holding your hand right now, Hackmaster. Relax. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but it's also true. It's
it
also
is.
true.
I
No, no.
refuse.
okay,
That's it.
okay, okay. Well, let's have this
It's,
discussion offline.
it's
I
okay,
just want to
sweetie. It's
say
okay.
that shout out to Michael Rosenbaum. He plays the Flash, and he played Lex Luthor in Smallville. So shout
Yes.
out to him. Um, I think we spoke about
Somebody save. Okay,
almost the
no,
entire
sorry.
cast. It's just the person we didn't talk about is the lady who plays Wonder Woman. Why am I forgetting her name now? Macy something? I forgot. But anyway, shout out to her as well. She did a great job. From
Hmm.
my side, favorite characters would be Batman, GL, and it would be a tie between Wonder Woman and Hawkgirl. Yeah, it was quite interesting to watch it now that I'm an adult. I didn't really like it that
Yeah.
much when I saw it the second time, probably like 5 years ago. But now that I'm a bit older than I was 5 years ago, I like it a lot. But I just feel like Superman.
Because the depression. 2020 hadn't happened 5 years. 2020 was done at the beginning 5 years ago. We didn't know how afterlife was going to become later on.
Oh yeah.
Now when you're looking back, I'm like, this story had a bit of hope. It was teaching
Yeah.
us something that that's sorely missing. We never understood how bad writing would get up until
Yep. Yeah.
like, wow. Because we're expecting people to work on themselves and improve their craft. We never thought that Disney. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna. And these three people gonna think that I hate Disney, and they are right. But
Ah.
And you, Tabella, what are your favorite? Who were your favorite characters in this three-parter?
Ooh, this is hard. Now in this beginning, I'm definitely gonna say Batman. Batman was the standard character for me because he especially in these first three episodes. Um, I was disappointed in Superman because coming from somebody who really does like what the core idea of Superman was.
Yeah. I mean, you see it here and there. but
Mm.
when it mattered, he
Yeah,
didn't.
no, no. What I mean, the core message of Superman. I mean, he's like a middle finger to the powerful.
Mm,
He's the living contradiction where everybody believes absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the most powerful being that is not corrupted,
right.
and the and his existence is a living criticism to the powerful in that universe and in ours. Because
Yeah.
why are we giving so much power to the people that aren't at least trying to aspire to be like this person?
He proves the statement wrong. Your absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah,
It's not
you are
supposed to be
choosing
that
to be
it
corrupt.
corrupts absolutely. It's supposed to be it just magnifies what you are. And because
Yeah,
of
Yes.
him being coming from good parents on Krypton and coming from good parents on Earth, his power is supposed to magnify who he is.
Yeah. But
yeah.
it disproves
Hence the
that
criticism.
quote that a lot of people
Mm.
use than the one
Yeah,
that
because
director
people
just just
because people
mended.
use that statement as an excuse to justify why we allow these powerful people to maintain their power.
Right.
If absolute power corrupts absolutely, then anyone who becomes powerful is going to become corrupt. So in that case, then no matter who we put in that position, they're just going to become corrupt and ruin things for everyone. But now we have this story and concept, and that's why I'm saying the concept. I'm not even talking about the characterization because
No, I
I'm not
get you.
satisfied, even in the comic
Hey
sense.
man, the DC character concepts are flipping amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about the concept. If you take that and you now apply it even to this day and age, yeah, it brings to the questions, who are we allowing in power and why are we so okay with it?
Yeah.
So, but that being said, Batman is still my favorite character. I think my close second, because it's the one of the few times I laughed is it must be Hawkeye, because ha! Ha! Like, so, Hawkeye takes second.
Hey, swinging
And
that
I
thing
think
with
he
her
was probably
chest.
the second most competent member in this team.
Yeah.
There was a meme I loved. It's like imagine you're a bad guy and the last thing you hear is ha, and a giant mace comes at your head.
All right,
And
I
the
think
thing
we
is
had it, man.
spikes.
I think you can call it back.
All right. Well, I didn't give my favorites, but yeah, obviously
You
Not
Batman.
start.
so
You
much.
started this thing. You said Batman and who else did you say? You said Batman and who else?
I didn't say anything, bro.
No,
I
Omina.
promise.
You must rewind this tape
We are
you
one.
started this.
The mind lake is getting stronger, you see.
This guy.
As I'm maturing in my Tibetan
He
monkness, now your
started.
mind lake.
Dude, this guy is the reason we're actually having this discussion. But anyway,
And then we also must ask the question, like
Okay, then
which
I don't remember.
you said
have I
Batman is your
have
favorite, and you explained
no
why.
have
No,
I
I love. I'm saying I love. I said I love Batman, but I was saying that even I had to call sometimes. I had to be like, guys. I was like, everybody got nerfed and Batman got buffed. I was like, okay, guys, all right. Okay, but anyway, just for fun's sakes, if I have to give my list of three, it's obviously Batman is number one. I would put Wonder Woman number two. Um, Green Lantern number three, I think. Yeah, I guess that in these episodes.
I mean, for a character that was like a fish out of water, she was really competent, like way
yeah.
more competent than John Jones.
No, because she also swings. Like that's the other thing. John Jones don't be swinging, bro. It's like, come on, swing on these people. You hate them, like box. But anyway, yeah, all right. But that is the three episodes. Are we gonna finish this series? Do you want us to finish this series? Do you want us to even cover Justice League Unlimited? And whoo, there's so much in this freaking universe. Actually, Smilo actually wanted us to take a look at it 7 Up style. So who knows? We'll see. But let us know in the comment section down below if you want Africa's next with our Marvel backgrounds. If you want us to cover the rest of Justice League.
Yeah, man.
So
At least
leave it
I'm
in the comment section down
consistent.
below.
You guys are like At least I'm consistent. Like
I
I'm
think we
I'm
all
neutral.
are at this point. It's just that I don't have my comic at the back as the background, but we all are. We're all
No, no,
consistent.
I'm just saying that mine is I'm
It
capitalizing on
applies
my
to
own
every
work.
topic. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like whatever I appear, I'm representing my own work. You guys, Marvel.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So let us know, and then we'll think about we'll take a look at it because I mean, look, there's a lot of great stuff about this series, but there's a lot of stuff about the series that you like, huh? So yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
leave it in the comment section down below. Make sure to
Those
like, share,
words. Yeah.
yeah. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell, and all of those things. And we will see you all in other videos because Africa is Next has to be out for now. Okay, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
Bye. I